child, your life should be insured because you're insuring your child to keep the lifestyle or better that you were giving them. You know what I mean? That the bare minimum, they should at least have the same lifestyle. If y'all are living in a $300,000 house now, then that when you leave here, that child should still have the ability to live in that, even if that means mom and dad or your sister have to move into your home. At least that house is paid off. You know what I mean? Your insurance paid it off, so that child cannot have that. And so many people don't realize. Let me tell you something. Folks would dog your kids out if they felt like, well, this ain't worth it. I had my daughter used to have friends when she started going. We moved here in this house, and she started, mingling because we wound up being district. It was crazy because our subdivisions are all the luxury subdivisions right here. But somehow we got zoned to the hood school, which started off as the bougie school because it had the indoor pool, the tennis, the golf, all that. But it wound up over the years being the hood school. So my daughter wound up going there. She had a culture shock. She was like, I ain't never seen girls with 13 years old with eyelashes on and this and that. But I was like, listen, they like me. They grew up like me. Befriend them and da-da-da. They would come and they would love it over here, kick it with me. But one girl, her aunt, I think, brought her. And you know how you're supposed to introduce yourself to the person, the guardian or whatever. This lady was like, I don't even suppose, like, I'm the aunt. They mom and daddy just left them, and I'm standing there looking at this lady like, you think I'm finna give you a fucking hero cookie because you standing, but you steady telling them that you ain't got to do this, and you ain't have to and guess what happened? She got in the girl gang. She wound up getting in the girl gang. She wound up getting tattoos and all of that stuff while still in school. Then she wound up getting pregnant, and I was like, you saw the writing on the wall. The aunt didn't want her. And the parents were still on Earth. Just imagine had they been gone off Earth. And she literally showed up at my door saying, I don't even like they mom and dad just walked away from them. I don't even supposed to be getting them. And I'm like, all right, ma'am, thank you. Have a nice day. I'll call you on Sunday when I'm bringing her home. But girl, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, that parental stuff is different because Auntie, my dad passed last July. You remember when that happened?
Yep, I
He
remember
passed
that.
last July. My dad had 10 kids. I'm number 10. My dad didn't have insurance. He
Sorry.
didn't have my dad, and my dad was my dad was older. My dad died, passed away. He was 78. So I had an older dad, right? My dad drove BMWs, Benzes. I never seen my dad in a pair of jeans. He was suited and booted down to the T. Every crocodile, alligator shoe you could have. Left his kids with nothing.
Oh no.
Not because he didn't have money, but because he
Just didn't
wasn't
have the
smart with his money.
responsibility.
He wasn't smart. So I definitely take it upon myself now. Even my nephews, I don't have any kids, but my sister has five of them. Even when my sister passes or anything happens to her, I have three nephews and two nieces who are they're my beneficiaries. My oldest
Mm-hmm.
nephew is actually my beneficiary because he's the only one that's over 21. He's my
Okay.
beneficiary, but I have it dumbed down to if something happens to me tomorrow, they have everything, whether my sister's here or not, whether their daddy's here or not, because I know how it feels to be that kid that you didn't see your parent or your auntie or somebody who's that you look up to that's older than you have all this materialistic stuff all of your life, and then they leave and they have nothing left for you. I set it up to where they have college funds. If they want to go to school, if they want to go to trade school, if they want to start a business, they have all of these things set in place, regardless if their parents do it or not. That's my contribution to their life because I know how that feels. Like I'm the youngest of my dad's kids, and when I tell you, all my kid, I have my oldest sibling on my mom on my dad's side is 1 year older than my mom. My mom and my dad were 17 years apart. My mom just turned 16 one on the 7th.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
So it's just like it was so crazy to me to
So
watch, and I
daddy
had
was
to ask.
caking. Daddy was caking
Oh,
mama. He
my,
was
my
caking.
daddy, my daddy was a military man. He was everywhere.
Oh,
He
okay.
was he was everywhere. He was a Rolling Stone
He
for
was rolling.
sure.
Wow.
He was a Rolling Stone, but he was fly, and so they
Okay.
loved him.
Sound like it. Sound
I'm
like
like
it.
my daddy when it comes to the
Okay.
women. I'm like my
Okay.
daddy when it comes to the women, but he just wasn't smart monetarily, and I think he wasn't taught that. It wasn't passed down to him. He's from a super super small town in North Carolina. It just wasn't passed down to him. But seeing that and like having to go through that, like with people don't understand how crazy it is to plan a funeral when you sit on the front row. When you are a person who sits on the front row of that pew of that service, is different. And you got to sit there and my dad has 9 living children. My one of my brothers passed the year before my dad, so 9 living children. All of us had to sign off on his death certificate. Nothing could be moved until all of us signed. He wasn't married. All of us had to sign off on it. His parents aren't living. All of us had to get there, and we're all over the country. I'm on the West
Mm.
Coast. 2 of my brothers, 3 of my brothers are on the East Coast. One of my siblings is in Miami. One of them is in Hawaii. We all had to make sure that we got the paperwork passed around, signed. We all had to choose on the urn. We all had to choose on the date. We all had to It was
Hmm.
just so chaotic because he had no plans set in place
Yep.
for anything. And I just think that it's very important, especially as Black people, to have those plans set in case, even if you don't have kids. If you have parents living, if you have a spouse, if you have whoever your next of kin is, make that situation easier on them because it's always going to be hard already.
And put
But
stuff in writing. Like
put things
I'm
in
working
writing.
with I'm working
I
with
have
my
a living
mentor
will
now.
already, and I'm 29.
I'm
But
telling
also
you,
that's because I
like,
was in the military, so you had to have
oh
one.
yeah, y'all
But
have to have one, sure
you
do.
have to have one.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't understand like right now I'm in probate. Every day I check my mailbox to see if the judge, and she's doing it on purpose in my opinion, to see if the judge has made a decision on some motions that I filed. You know what I mean? So because he died without a will and he has property and so on and so forth. But like with my dad, who's not my biological father, but me and my siblings, we had those problems, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
thought we would, you know what I mean, because it's the blendedness of us or whatever, smooth. Even though he wanted to be, we tried to talk him out of it for years, but he wanted to be cremated. He'd been saying that for like the last 20, 30 years, and we were like, yeah, whatever, One, because he was such a strong man, it was like we didn't see him dying, so we was like, you ain't get no cremation. We were like, yeah, when that time comes. But one day this year, it happened. And so we wind up having to go through it. And I swear, I wound up catching that new COVID thingy, Majid. I thought I was going to die.
That new
Man, I
variant
thought
ain't
I
no
went.
joke.
When I tell you whatever it was, because I didn't go to no hospital and let them do the swab, but that thing almost, I was literally scared. I was like, how can I pass right after my dad passed? Like, my mom cannot bury her husband and her daughter. And I was scared. But I was like, look, ticket top. It said this right here. I ordered it on Amazon. It came the next day. I took it, baby. I don't know what it did, but it knocked the wazoo out me. Because my sisters were like, I thought you was gonna help us, and I'm like, barely can talk. I'm like, I said, God, please help me. I prayed, and that stuff came in the mail. I took it. I was able to get, I sent them because I couldn't get out of bed. I sent them to go look at the venue for the repast and stuff, but it was really smooth. It was a real smooth thing. We didn't have to pick out burial sites and like that because again he wanted to be cremated. I when it come to ashes, I was like, I don't need nobody ashes. Y'all handle that. They was talking about it. I said, leave me out there. I'm halfway asleep anyway. I don't need to know about who gonna get some of the ashes and leave me there. But it is a business. Thank you, Shay. It is such a business when someone passed away, especially when they don't have something in writing. I don't give a damn I don't care if you got a car. Put it in writing who you want to have that car. You good, baby. Mwah. Um, I don't give a damn if it's a look, and you know what happens with families at death? They argue over the menial things. Like you be like, okay, they gonna argue about the big Benz. I don't want that Benz. I don't want that. I ain't pay that note. They arguing about the Bible.
And that's exactly what happened with my dad passing. He has 10 kids, and he had a woman who she wasn't married to him, but she was with him for 10, 15 years, most of my life. And my siblings were arguing about who got this and who got that and who got that. I said, I just want some of my dad's. Like, my dad moved around a lot, so but he was a big Seahawks fan, a big Mariner, any Seattle sports team. He went to University of Washington. He was a big Seahawks, Huskies. I said anything that has Seattle on it, because that's where I'm from. He has 10 kids. There's 3 of us that were born here. I said
Mm-hmm.
anything that he has from Seattle, I want. Let him fight over the rest of it. Let him fight over
Mm.
the rest of it. Do you know that my dad's ashes Auntie, we're $2,600. There's 10 of us. Do you know who paid $2,600?
You.
I paid it. They were arguing about it. They were arguing about who got what. They didn't want the woman to get no ashes. I'm just like, listen,
And I tell
it's
you,
it's not even that deep.
my mom and her siblings argued over my grandmother's Bible. The Bible, y'all.
My
But
great
you know that Bible was a staple though.
But you know,
That
yeah, I mean,
Bible
it
is
be
a
special. Now.
staple.
I
That
get
Bible
it.
is special.
I get it. It's that thing that got y'all through. I get it. That was her source to keep y'all. You
And
know,
you know
that's
the
why y'all are
the
being
grandmother's
returned.
Bibles
See,
don't be looking like our Bibles no more. Those
No, you
grandmother Bibles
right.
used to be ratted and tatted and have notes
No,
and
you
writing
right.
in them.
But with my mom, when my great grandma got sick, my mom she had dementia. And when she got sick, she made right when she stuff started happening, she made my mom her power of attorney. So nothing. She had, and my great aunt did the same thing. Like they had picked out the clothes that they wanted to wear. They did all of that, and to me, like stuff like that is still scary. But they did all of that. And like my aunt, my great aunt, she passed away. They were trying to take stuff. My good thing is my cousin was when my great aunt got on hospice, and
mm-hmm,
when my great grandma got sick, was the one that took care of them because she was a nurse.
mm-hmm.
And even when they made my great grandmother go into a nursing home, they made her go into one because how bad the dementia get when their bones and like the thought they was like she's gonna have to be like she needs the nursing home she was in was the one my sister worked in.
Mm-hmm.
It was connected to a hospital. So it was one that was connected to a hospital. So that's why stuff went smooth with my great grandma and my aunt. But the thing about my aunt is they was when she passed away, and my brother in law owns a funeral home that everybody uses. So he's the one who picked up my great grandma, my great aunt. We called him and said he came. He was like, "I'm on the way." He came and got them. Even my cousin that passed away 2 years ago from sickle cell, he came and got her. And they was fighting on taking stuff out the house. Like my aunt was still in the
Never
house,
fail.
and they was trying to take stuff out her house before John got there to pick up the body.
Yep. Never fail. Never. I'll say this.
It's disgusting.
I'll say this. It's only been because my husband and I we've had our share of experiencing death in the last 3 to 5 years, right? Um, and he never had. You know, my husband had never lost a person. He had never been to a funeral day in his life. He had never lost a family member until he lost his grandmother. Then he lost his stepdad. And he lost his granddad. But of the deaths that he and I have experienced, we never saw that until recently. Like, I mean, we saw that all until, but with two. My dad, when I, like I said, my dad had music equipment. He was a musician. He had music equipment, house. We left it to the sister that's above me. She emptied the house out. She threw away furniture. She threw away, everything except for all his writings, all his music, his equipment. She put all that in storage. We didn't even know she did it. We wasn't mad about it. We didn't. That wasn't our business. Well, it was our business, but we knew she did the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? And she paid the money to have those things done. When it came down to the funeral, like I said, we got on that stuff real quick, real fast. He had money in his safe. What he didn't have, my sister picked up, so we didn't have to go through. It was just smooth, y'all. I am not gonna lie. Everybody just knew for years, because my dad's he was 83. Um, when he passed right before his 84th birthday. So, and I used to tell my mama, like, I'm telling you now, that goddamn daughter of yours, I'm not arguing with her about nothing about that, blah, blah, blah. And my mom would laugh and she'd be like, I know she gonna be hell. I know she gonna be the one that's gonna. It was nothing like that. The funeral was smooth. Everything was smooth. We all got in the Sprinter van and we ate. went when they dropped us off, went on with our life. We argue over nothing, like nothing, and I was grateful for that. My husband's grandfather and his grandmother too, when he lost his grandmother and grandfather, his when he lost his grandmother, his aunt, she handled everything because his grandmother lived with his aunt. She handled everything. She already had insurance in place. She had everything in place. She really didn't have, she asked her siblings their advice or their input on whatever. They put together obituary. Boom. Later the rest, no muss, no fuss. When no fighting over her house, none of that. None of that. When his grandfather just passed a few months ago, his uncle handled everything for that. Plus he was married. So no muss, no fuss. Nobody arguing over no house. They whole thing was his wife will live there to the day she passed away. And from there, boom. But the funeral's paid for, no muss, no fuss. It's not, what I mean? But I've seen people argue over the smallest shit, over a gun, over just crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, people need to put stuff in writing. They really need to put that, and they need to have insurance, because some of the stuff I have seen lately is crazy. Like real crazy. You be blessed when you wind up when you seeing a smooth funeral. With my biological father, it was smooth as far as getting him buried, because one, he's related to the funeral home or whatever, so they went and got him in the middle of the night, all that stuff. And I had him cremated, so I had his body shipped to South Carolina to have him cremated. And I'm not cremated, autopsy. I had his body shipped to have an autopsy. Then we came back in the funeral home, finished it up, and I was ready. I was like, listen, card in hand, what's up? Because we ain't doing no fish fries. And the funeral home was like, well, he was a government employee, so he had a pension, and the pension usually pays. That's a part of the pension plan. They'll pay for their burial. I called that funeral home sometimes 2 to 3 times a day, all the way to the day they buried, because I wound up not going to the funeral. I wound up getting pissed off that I didn't go. But I called, like, what y'all need? And she was like, no, we still don't, it's paid for. I said, you sure? Because I don't want no problem. I'll pay for it in full. So, but I didn't have to. I didn't wind up having to. But I'm pissed now because he still don't have a headstone. And I thought, that the people would take care of that as far as that's concerned. But I'm like, okay, I know I got to buy him a headstone. It is what it is. It will be bought. But right now I haven't bought it because we're still in probate. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I haven't purchased it, because we're in probate. And I don't know if they haven't purchased it because we're in probate. I don't know if we all just kind of stalling each other out. I don't know. But he will be getting a stone. I guarantee you that, and a nice one at that. So, but sometimes it be like I said, we arguing over this damn house. My sister, she hired an attorney. My brother, like, he like, look, call me when y'all split the money up. I'm over this shit. But me and my sister, we locking ass because I want to sue the people. That's why I paid for the damn autopsy. I want to sue the people who he was in their care, custody, and control, and he passed away. And they concerned about a house. I'm like, girl, fuck this house. Like, if we sue these people, y'all ain't gonna want to live here, because I'm suing them for millions. I ain't suing them for no damn $50,000. I'm suing them for millions. Fuck this house. But their whole thing, well, if you won't give us the house, we're not gonna give you the lawsuit. So now I had to file motions to say, all right, I'm the most, knowledgeable on probates and stuff. I want to handle the estate. Well, she hires an attorney who says, well, let the county. Well, the county shouldn't be doing it. They're going to prolong everything. They're going to have, they're still going to put them out. I don't know if her attorney has told her, like, oh, well, the county administrator is not going to put you out. That's not true. They don't have a choice. The county administrator has to put them out. And so I don't know, it's just some crazy shit. I hate this shit. I hate that we having to go through this. I hate it every day. I hate it. I think about it every day. I'm checking the mail every day because one, I would like to file this fucking lawsuit. I don't like nobody get. Y'all know I'm vengeful, but I really feel like them people should suffer for what they did to him. You know what I mean? Like this man had a heart attack next door to the hospital, and y'all refused to take him to the hospital. The fuck? He's telling y'all his chest is hurt and he's having a heart attack. Hey, Stalker. How are you today, Stalker? Hi, how are you, Stalker? I thought so. Friends with Attitude came in here. Y'all saw that? When Friends with Attitude came in here, that's what she be doing when I come in here.
Yes, I just seen it.
No, you fucking lying. You got your nerve. But yeah, so I hate, when I tell you I hate this probate shit, I don't see how nobody, boy, when I tell you as soon as he passed away, I went straight to go get a trust. That was $5,500, best $5,500 I ever spent in my life. Best money ever spent. I don't have to worry about a damn thing when it comes to my daughter. All my wishes is in writing. That's it. That's all. Because I don't see how people do it. And I really feel bad for mothers with small children. I don't see how they do it. Hey, friends. When she brought her fat ass. Sell me a car, friend.
She came in here.
Mm-hmm.
She sell cars.
She had on the uniform today.
I thought her job was TikTok.
She went and got a job. Some people just ain't smart because ain't no fucking way I'd have came on TikTok and let them bitches know I worked at the damn car dealership for them to call the car dealership next week. Fucking please.
They already be in her business. I wouldn't have told them.
Exactly. I wouldn't have told them.
I wouldn't have told them. Because they be all in her business.
Them folks gonna be calling them people dealership like they fucking crazy now. Friend, she work at the dealership. She work at a car dealership. Well, you brought it on yourself, shorty. Don't come on here screaming at the screen and all of the things. You motherfuckers be calling the dealership back to back, telling them my business. They already know my business. Da-da-da-da. Give me my kill.
I'm not doing this. So, good night, everybody.
I'm finna go to bed too. It's 3:30 in the morning. I slept all day. That's why I'm not sleeping, because I slept all day waiting on Good Yellow to get in the courthouse.
Well, you
That
know what?
outfit. That
I got
outfit.
a date that's about to pull up. So I will
Girl,
see y'all.
That's right.
That's a booty call, shouted.
That ain't no date.
Auntie.
That's it. Gotta see a man about a horse.
Hey, you gotta see a man about a horse, child.
See y'all tomorrow.
Bye, honey. Sound like you primed and ready
Bye.
anyway, girl.
You already know.
Did
See
you
y'all
say
tomorrow.
primed and ready?
Oh, I got a date.
Shut
Thank
up,
you.
tired.
Period.
Thank you,
Bye.
Key,
All
and
right,
thank
baby,
you
love you.
for keeping up with
Hey,
me.
Maria, don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Thank you
Oh, I'm
for
doing
helping me with
everything that you would
my
not do.
crowdfunding. I really
That's
appreciate
probably the
it.
stuff
I know
I
we
do
were
do. You
talking
don't
about
know.
All right.
life
Love
insurance,
y'all.
but
Love you,
we got to
Key.
talk about
Bye.
having savings for when stuff like that happens,
Yeah.
because
How do you
I was out for a week.
connect me?
That's a whole week's worth of
Just
pay,
click on your
and
box.
that
And then you
it's
there you go.
crazy. I had my job, but they're like, yeah, you can do FMLA, but like you won't get paid, So I really appreciate you doing that. You didn't have to.
Ash, DM me because there's depending on what state you're in, there might be a way that even if your FMLA does not kick in, because I know when I first got diagnosed, I wasn't at my job a year to get FMLA, but there's a different way for you to get paid through the state, depending on which state you're in. So DM me
Okay,
and
I
I will
will.
give you the details.
Thank you. I
Hey,
appreciate
You're
it.
Ashley,
welcome.
I know. I mean, you may not want to tell me on the front end, but like, are you good? Ain't nobody turning no nothing off or no behind.
I'm okay. I'm okay for now. I'm okay for now. I'm just,
You already know.
we're
You
moms.
already know
We'll
what
make
to
it
do.
work.
Just send me the link. I'll pay the light bill, whatever I gotta do. Just you know that. That's
I appreciate it.
you already
This
I
is
know.
really
why they could
do.
never make me and my auntie. Never. I'm sorry. They just could never.
I know. I've been riding with Keith since last year, the year before last. So
You know, sometimes I be having to cut my auntie water off with me because she be doing some fuck shit. And
she
as a
do.
Christian, I can't be dibbling and dabbling. However, comma, I will never go against her publicly, and
Right?
I will never not be on her side when she right. Cause she do
Right?
a lot of right
Because she
shit.
right
She
when
do
she
some wrong
right.
shit, but she
I
do a
don't
lot
have
of right shit. And
I
that's
don't
my
have
auntie, and I'm
to
gonna
be
stick
on her
beside
side.
her.
I be fuck it up.
And I
And
don't call
I be
nobody
doing it
auntie on
on
this
purpose
app.
sometimes.
There's a lot of people on this app that I would never call my auntie, even if they're my elders, because my mama be
Yeah.
like, everybody ain't an auntie, they're old
Old
bitch.
bit.
Yep, that's exactly what my mama say. But my auntie Key reminds me of my actual blood aunties. And they just be doing a little fuck shit sometimes. But it's like, you
We do a
can't be
little
mad
fricka
at them.
fricka. We do a little
Just a
fricka
little
fricka.
fricka fricka. And I can't be mad at my auntie. Y'all better not ever say nothing about my auntie. Cause
Okay, I'm coming
I
for
can't
y'all
cut her.
neck. I promise y'all.
And
Cam will get y'all right about me now. For
I'm still
real.
mad you be calling other people your nieces, but I'm gonna let it
I
slide.
know you told me I couldn't. I remember they did. Look, I didn't recruit nobody. They just
They
started
be
doing it,
recruiting
and I wasn't.
themselves.
That
Everybody
listen,
just call her. They all call her auntie. I only been over here a couple months.
Yeah.
I've been
I
on
hate
Message
it.
Talk for like over here with y'all on Message Talk just after like in doing this year 2025.
Oh,
So
you knew.
I only been over here for like maybe 6 months.
oh, you
Yeah,
don't
you
know me.
real
You
new.
don't. You
You
don't know
real
Kiana though. You don't
But
know.
ever since,
You
but
don't know
ever
Kiana,
it might be a
child.
little bit more than 6 months. I know it was after January though. So,
You miss my
but
heyday.
but ever since I came over here, and like Key would be in panels and stuff, eating bitches up, and I would I'd be like, oh
But
shit.
you know, my favorite thing, and I think
Every
a
new
lot of
page she
people,
come on, I click, I follow
a
the new
lot of
page.
people live for auntie when she's doing the mess and she's eating people up. But that's not why I live for my auntie. I actually hate when she's eating people up because I know the other side of my auntie when she's pouring in and she's like really giving that auntie game and that auntie wisdom, and like even if she don't like you, she's very unbiased when it comes to just like being human in aspects, and that's my favorite part of it. Like even like on Sunday, last Sunday, mind you, I always miss course because I'm asleep. It's too early for me. Y'all be on Eastern time, Central time. I'm on West Coast time. It'd be real early for me. I was in court on Sunday, and you know me and Alex, we don't really get along that well. But what you did for Alex brought tears to my eyes because that was just a beautiful thing, and you did not have to do it. And it's just that type of stuff that makes me always be like, I would never hate my auntie. Like y'all can never make me hate her. I'm sorry. I'll go against everybody on this app for my auntie Key, and that's just what it is.
The stuff
Man,
you're saying, Cam, though, I started learning that stuff about her afterwards. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
how I found her. Like,
Oh
that's how
yeah,
I
she
found her.
eats.
But I've learned so much from her. And then I messaged her and I was like, hey, is it okay if I message you about some stuff? And she was like, sure. So she followed me so I could message her. And it's just like stuff that I want to talk to her about that for her to help me with. But I'm like, let me make sure I have it lined up so I can talk to her the way I need to talk to her about it. So it's not all over the place when I talk to her about it. But I saw that, like, we just get up here, you just ask her questions. She really just be trying to help everybody, like, get their
Mm-hmm.
shit together. Like,
I
I
mean,
can help, I can
But the
show
thing
you how
about
to
it
do
is, you
this
know,
shit.
niggas
Like,
don't be wanting to help.
giving
That's
you
the
the
problem.
blueprint. Yeah, she don't gatekeep at all.
got you. And I came. That's how I actually originated. You don't know this, Krista, but Cam do. That's how I got over here. I initially came to help people with financial literacy, understanding credit, how important it is, how two people with McDonald's salaries with great credit score can be, excuse me, very well off in 6 months to a year. It is what it is. And then these old degenerate motherfuckers over here started cussing me out, and I was like, oh y'all, because they would go on my page because you don't, my other page is gone. Cam will tell you that page had all my real estate. It showed all my cars. Like my top page, my top post on that page was 2.7 million, and it showed my yard full of my Mercedes and my Range Rovers, and I was talking about don't buy your child this Mercedes because I bought my daughter a Mercedes at 16. And I was like, Boosie bought his daughter one. She talking crazy to him. You know, this girl done came up missing, and come to find out she was in one and she wasn't missing. She was just eating Cheetos in the hotel room. My daughter went bananas after I bought her. That was my highest, ranking post. So people saw that post, and my PFP was me holding my real estate sign and so on and so forth. They was like, this a well-off bitch. We gonna, we're gonna talk crazy to her. And I was like, no, the hell you're not. You got me fucked up. And so I started like really battling, and the top eater, if you ain't been over here, you missed her. And the top eater over here was a girl named Trip. And me and Trip, boy, we locked ass. When I said, then we locked ass. And so it became one of them things like, oh, heck, like some people chose me and most people chose her though. And then they was like, damn, I hate that they arguing because I like both, and I actually like Trip first because Trip is like me. She see fuck shit, she call fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna let y'all slide. Like, y'all doing some dumb shit. You scamming or you done, or like I said today, half the shit that's been going on over here in the last year, if Trip was here, none of this shit wouldn't be going on. Trip would have been on called all this shit out, made people feel like she'd been eating people down. They wouldn't even want to affiliate themselves with some of this stuff. So she just left. But a lot of people would be like, damn, I like both of them because they both stand up for people. They both stand up for what they believe in, and then me and her got cool. We had a men's, and then we would be on the panel together. We would eat people down together. It was fun. It was real fun. And so she disappeared. Like, she just totally disappeared. And so it kind of, left me as one of the top eaters over here. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I'm number one. That's not something to aspire to, but you know what I'm saying? I hold my own, and precisely because I don't give a fuck. Let's call it a thing with when I log out this app, ain't nobody feed me. Fuck yeah. So you missed my heyday. I was hell on. When they say you hell when you well, baby, I was hell when I was well last year, baby. It was off the chain. These folks had to collaborate to get a chick locked up. They were tired of my ass. They was like, we got to come together, get this bitch in trouble. They were tired of me. So, I realized some of the errors of my ways. And particularly, I said all that to say, I gave Alex that money because, one, I do spoil smart people. That is my motto in life. Like, I sponsor schools right now. And I tell the teachers every time I go and sponsor, I'm like, hey, whatever you guys are doing to get these kids to come to school, have perfect attendance, I'll pay for it. Get these kids to read, to have a reading contest, I'll pay for it. Last year, I bought 28, at the end of the year, I bought 28 pizzas for a reading contest, and so on and so forth. So whatever I have to do to pour into children to understand that it is cool as a motherfucker to be smart. It is cool as fuck to love to learn, to love to read a book, because knowledge is power. That's what I do. And Alex is a very knowledgeable young woman. She's extremely smart. But when I met her, she was mafia, and I don't fuck with Diamond, right? So, of course, her being mafia, she felt like she had to take up for Diamond. And so when she and I would argue, I would go too fucking low. And I would say some of the most atrocious things to this young lady that I should have been pouring into, right? But my whole thing was, don't start none, won't be none. But we as elders, if you will, we still should know better. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to make somebody just off themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, the tongue is a powerful thing. So I pour into Alex every opportunity she gives me, because I remember when I used to tear her down. And I am ashamed of that. I ain't gonna cry. I'm ashamed of when I used to tear her down. So
Don't cry though, because you show a good example. You show a good example of how you can take notes, Nitra, have accountability when you're doing something and you know it wasn't right. Like, you've done everything. She accepted your apology. Is like, and you have no problem talking about it. Someone else is gonna learn from that. Um, so to me is about the fact that you said, "Hey, I did this and it was fucked up." Cause that's how I like to handle stuff. If you do something you know it's fucked up, like have some accountability about it. And you went to her and you said, I know I shouldn't have did that, and you tried to make it right. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
After that, that's all that matters. It's
Yeah,
you
I
going
used to,
and
like I said, I
beating
used to
yourself
really,
up about
really,
it.
really go low with that girl, and it was totally uncalled for. And so now, like I said, every chance she gives me, um, and I hope I don't be sounding. I hope she don't see like this bitch is condescending. Like why she always, reminding me of how smart I am or how beautiful I am. But I mean, I'm like, man, I messed that up real bad because we should know better. I know we as elders we have feelings too, but we supposed to be wiser than that. You know what I mean? We supposed to be, not gonna be always, but supposed to be wiser than that, than to try to tear down a young person that you couldn't build up. It just as easy as it was for me to say some of those mean things. I could have said, listen, I know you fuck with Diamond, that's your people, you sit on her platform every day and she and I are beefing. I would, ask you not to get in it. I don't want to be mean to you, but I was being an asshole. You know what I mean? I was being a real asshole about it. So,
But by you doing that, it could be a domino effect. Like that could see her, like make her see where she was wrong sometimes, where she shouldn't have went low, and she should have took the higher road sometimes. And she may look at some situations that she did and do the same thing, or other people just looking at you and be like, you know what, Key right, because it's a lot of shit. We all do shit that we shouldn't have did. It just is what it is. Like we all, no matter how old or how young, we all do that shit. And it's easy to get wrapped up in that shit, especially on this side of the app. Like it's easy to, especially when you're going back and forth with somebody, blow for blow. You in the middle of the ring, like ain't nobody thinking about what I should and should not do. Like I'm gonna do what I need to do right now. Like I'm gonna finish. We in the middle of a boxing match, bitch, and I'm not gonna get knocked out. It's gonna be you. Like it is. It happens. I mean,
it
it
don't
is
make it
what it
right
is. It's
though.
about how. It's
That
not
don't make
about
it
how it
right
started.
though.
It's about how it finished, though.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
about
true,
how it
but
finished,
yeah,
and
it
you
don't
fixed
make that
it.
don't make it right though.
It don't make it right, but you fixed it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I'm
this is
You
working.
change
I'm
it. You fixed
actively
it.
working on it.
this is what I
Actively.
will say. We're all humans. Well, I can't say all because some people don't have a spiritual relationship with God, but Auntie, I know that you do. We're all humans having a human experience. We're all spiritual beings having a human experience. So sometimes our human flesh acts in human flesh, but the spiritual part of you is what clocks in and does what you did, takes accountability, is self-aware, and is able to shift your dynamic and make changes. So I'm proud of you. I know that people won't say that because they're like, well, you did this. We gonna do a lot of things, but
Yeah.
you did what was right and you made that right with her. So that's always to be admired because there's a lot of people that don't know that they're dead wrong and never admit it or never do anything to change it because that will embarrass them or that will make them feel like they're not as big of the program as they thought they were. Like you're gonna mess up, you're gonna make mistakes. You're human. That's a part of being a human. But you being spiritual, believing in God and having that standing, like that's what brings the human side of you out. That's what brings the part of you out that cannot be denied. So
Right.
whoever takes it takes it and whoever leaves it leaves it. But I think as much as I know Alex, I think that she really appreciates it. I don't think that she thinks of it as condescending at all. I think that she
I
actually needs
hope
to hear
not.
that more on this app than she actually does. That's
Yeah,
like me
because
and Alex, we
they
have our
be
feuds,
giving, like,
but
I
one
look
thing I
back
would never take
now.
from her is that she's smart as hell. Like I'll never take that from
Yeah,
her.
I look back now, man. Oh, and I be like, they like fucking with that girl, man. I be saying them, and then I have to check myself. I be like, don't get it now. You was one of the people, you know. But sometimes people just really be coming for that girl. I don't know if I used to tell my kids like people gonna be mad with you for some of the weirdest things, and your intelligence will probably be one. Even if they don't do it in school, they will do it when you get to the workforce. I can guarantee you, the one who has knowledge in the workforce, they coming for you. You might get away with it in school because all y'all on the same wavelengths pretty much. But baby, when you get out there in that rat race, don't ever dumb yourself down though. Don't ever, you know what I'm saying? That's their problem. That's a they problem that they don't want to read that book or comprehend or whatever. That's a they problem. Don't ever dumb yourself down. I don't believe in. I don't do it. I never raised kids to do it. So I think with Alex, I think her intelligence intimidates. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Even when, and that's why I said y'all have to be careful on this app because people will play in your face. I'm gonna tell y'all how I used to play in folks' face, right? When I would argue with Alex, I was knowing my rule in life is be smart, be intelligent. Like I'm that chick that took the kids to the library twice a week, right? That was my rule. You had a book report because I'm your mama, not because the school assigned you one, right? So I knew that was my rule. But when I would argue with Alex, I would throw that in her fucking face. You think you know everything, knowing I love people that's like that. I love a know-it-all. I'm a know-it-all. But I will play it. That's why I said some of y'all be letting these people get in y'all head, man. And the very goddamn thing that they really admire about you, they throw that shit as a dig to you. I used to do it to her. You think you know everything. You think you smart. Martin Luther, you know what I'm saying? Martin Luther Alex, you know, knowing good and well, I used to be like, and I would tell people, like, that motherfucker smart. Now I can't stand her, but she's smart. She know her shit. But that's how, you know what I'm saying? Hood therapist, that's how people do. The very thing they like about you, if you ain't on your shit, that'll be the very thing they insult you about and make you think that's not a good thing. That'd be the very thing that they make you think is not a good thing. And I used to do that to Alex. I used to literally be like, you think you know everything. And she was like, Kiana, and you know, she be trying to come back at me, and then I go lower and lower and lower, you know. And I hate I did that dumbass shit. I was like, that was some sucker shit if I ever heard, like real sucker shit right there. So, but yeah, I'm glad that she, you know, I'm really like, it's some people on this app I'm so fucking proud of. Like Alex is one, Trina is one. Like them girls leveled up in no time.
Auntie, do you know the first live that I seen you on?
Who that was? Trina.
It was Trina's live. And I remember you didn't have Cash App or anything at this time. But
Yep.
I remember people were talking about Trina and they were talking about what she did with somebody's money. You said, I'm going to go to Western Union right now. And I don't care what you do with the money.
My
You
old
do what
ass.
you want to do with the money. And I remember that was the first time that I ever seen you on live. That's what made me follow you because I was like, I knew Trina from like debate talk and I knew Trina from like messy talk, but people just used to like down on it. And I don't know what it is. Like I like messy talk for the mess. I'm just like anybody else. I like some mess, but sometimes it gets too far for me because I really have a pure, like kind heart. So when I used to see people just like beating down on Trina because of her position, it used to really do something to me. So when I seen you do that, I said, oh, that's the exact day that I followed you for the very first time because I seen you that you stay on this live with me. We seen you go into the Western Union, we seen you do the Western Union, and you said it now. I don't care what you do with that money. Don't let nobody. Because I remember how they was treating her. Like they was trying to say that she was saying she was doing something with the money that she wasn't doing, and you just didn't care. You said, I'm gonna do this for you. Don't spend it on your baby. Don't spend it on no responsibilities. Go off and get your nails done. Do whatever you want to do with that money. Don't do anything that you need to do with that money. And I remember that. That was the very first time that I seen you. And it's just like, look at Trina now.
I really, it was
Working, going
crazy
to work every
because
day. Like, that's so crazy to me.
I knew Trina could. Now Trina used to piss me off just because we used to piss each other off. But one of the things that Trina's so goddamn smart, right? And so I used to be like, man, what is holding her back? Cause she is super. And I see her be like, y'all pay me to read, and I'm like, man, you so goddamn smart. They'll pay you to do way more than read, chick. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just do your thing. And then to see, you know, her getting up every morning and going to work and getting dressed and come, like, that's why I like when she come in the live. I know some people like, Trina, you not now, you disruptive, but she come, y'all, I don't know. I guess I look at it different because, man, that girl used to come in live saying, who gonna buy me something? And I need this. And, you know, we used to be like, Trina over there crying. She, you know, da-da-da. Now she coming in here telling us how her ass is eating mochi and all this old shit. She trying out stuff. And and how the job did this, and they didn't put it in the group chat. I like it. I dig it. You know what I'm saying? Because she done came so fucking far. You know, so I be want to hear her wins. I be want to hear her, you know, like I had when them people kept out the group chat, I was like, she took offense to the shit. I was like, Trina, they probably didn't put you in the group chat because they probably think you the op, that the one that might snitch on her. She was like, you think that what it is, Kiana? I'm like, she like, too late now. You don't already snitch to people. So it's just like seeing her grow is really amazing to me. And I'm so proud of her. Seeing her mom be happy when she got that car and she called, and I was like, man, Trina crazy about her mama. Her mama crazy about her. Cause she was like, she literally went to chat like a kid, like her daughter's age. She was like, mommy. And I was like, this chick is her mama got her heart too. Her daughter definitely has her heart, but her mom has her heart, and you can tell. Cause when she was telling her mom about that car, she was saying mommy. And you say mommy when you know what I'm saying, you in kid mode. And she immediately wanted her mom's approval. Her mom was like, they were on the same page. And that's very rare with young women and their mamas. You know what I'm saying? The day the daughter want to get her shit together, the mom on the bullshit. The day the mom on the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So for them to both be on the same page that day, it was beautiful. And the mom saying, I'm proud of you, I love you, and you know what I'm saying, I knew you could, and you know, pouring into Trina like that. It was a beautiful moment. I really liked that. I was crying. I was over out, you know what I'm saying? Me and Trina went, like, we're good now. We're real good now. But when she got the car, we hadn't had the conversation that made us good. But I was over here crying like a baby, man. I was like, oh my God. I cried so hard over that. Because I was like, man, Trina doing the damn thing. She getting up. And then, of course, you know, messy talk. Some shit came up with drama with the car right after. I was like, man, that poor girl, she can't catch a fucking break. You know, but I was like, it is what it is, you know. I know I told you I'm a big fucking crybaby. I know one thing, that cry I just did over Alex, that shit hurt like a brick was in my throat. I don't like, have y'all ever tried to hold a cry back and that shit feel like somebody got a brick in your throat? I hate that. Whew, that shit like literally hurt. Felt like I was having my sinuses drained. I started to shut this live down. Or did I start to shut it live down because it was hurting right up in here. From here to here.
That's
Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of Trina. I'm proud of her growth. I'm proud of Alex. Alex went from, you know, I used to see her over in, was it Heartbreak or Braid or both in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? I could tell she was really trying to find herself, find her space in life. And now she's a wife, she's a mom. You know what I'm saying? She got a professional, I think she always had that though. You know, she got a super duper professional career. You know, like she did the damn thing. She came, you know, some people on this app, they ain't what they was last year. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people, and that's a good way. Some is a bad. Yeah, Alice she got a stepdaughter. She got a stepdaughter, and she's about to have a biological daughter soon, very soon.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's ready to have a baby. And she's excited.
Yeah, I don't really know Trina either, but I know from the time that I first came on this side and was hearing her up until now, she's a totally different person, and like in a better way. Like I see her grow. She's done a lot of growth, and um, it's for the better. Like she's just in a different lane. Like I really like it. It looks good on her. That's what I want to say.
It do look
It
good
looks
on
good
her.
on
Yeah.
her.
I don't think people realize the mental stability that's needed to keep a job a year. Like real talk. That's why now jobs don't expect.
Every day.
Yeah, jobs don't expect people to stay 2 years because most people mentally can't stay in the same position 2 years. It really f their mind up. You know what I mean? So for her to have all the issues that she, you know, the medical issues she's told us about, And to be able to, and them call centers is high stress like I've been in them. I remember them days. So for her to be in a high stress position, sales position, call center position, you got somebody here, you got somebody there, you got somebody there, you got somebody there. Then you got them damn lead people, and it's crazy. Like I said, I don't miss those days. But for her to be in a high stress position and to have already came onto the company having her own, mental issues or whatever, and to be able to maintain a job for a year, that ain't no small feat right there, for real. Because I know a lot of the people who are on this app, some of the reasons they are on this app all the time because they can't maintain a career, they can't maintain a job because of their mental problems. Hey, thank you, the real Tasha Man. How you doing, boo? So a lot of them can't keep a job for a year. So for her to be able to keep a job for a year, coming from, you know, a lot of stuff going on. That's not, So I try to celebrate her as much as I can, as often as I can.
I love you, Auntie. I'm about to finish recording this song before I finish getting my hair done, and then I'm
All
going to
right, I want to
bed.
hear it now. You
Oh,
keep
Auntie, I don't think you
saying
want
you're
to hear
gonna
this
send me a
song.
song. I ain't got my song yet.
Listen, I don't think you want to hear this song.
It's cussing and coochie popping. I
No,
know.
no, no. It's not coochie popping. It's some gangster stuff. Like
You a
when
vet, ain't you? You a
I am.
vet, ain't
I'm
you?
I'm a certified sharpshooter, actually.
That part. So I already know what to expect. So I want to hear it.
I'm gonna post a video on my page tomorrow of what I just recorded. I recorded like this is gonna be the second song. I'm gonna probably do like 4 tonight, but I'm gonna post a video to one of them that I recorded tomorrow. So
All
I'll
right,
make sure
baby.
that I send it to you. I love
Okay,
you so much,
I love
Auntie.
you,
I hope you
baby.
have a good night. Bye, y'all.
Bye, boo. Yeah.
Good.
Crystal, you ain't went to bed?
Mm-mm.
And I'm talking about your ass sound wide awake. Yeah, hood therapist. You are so right. The black community does not embrace. But I was listening to something the other day, and it was Chris Rock. Y'all know I got these damn cable channels on my TV. 16,000 channels Tony done put on TV. So I was looking at an old Chris Rock comedy special. He was like, now we got all these different medical diagnoses. What happened to crazy? We used to just say a motherfucker was crazy. Is that the black community's way of handling mental health care, just calling everybody crazy and moving on and not taking it serious? Do you
You know
think?
it is. They used to say you're not even supposed to go see a therapist. They used to be like, what's what you saying, a therapist? Don't nobody need to see through a therapist. All you need to do is just go to church. Or all you need to just do is, you know what I'm saying, you just need somebody to talk to, or you tripping. You just need to, you know what I'm saying, what's wrong with you, girl? You already know that's what it is.
You better be in some corners. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. I believe in I put myself in therapy when I was in the 4th grade. My mama did not know. That was the deal I made with the therapist. I was like, you cannot. Of course, they could never do no shit like that today. But I was like, you cannot tell no one, not my teacher, not my parent, no one can know I'm coming to see you. And she was like, no problem. And she was like, so we'll doing breakfast. And I would, and because, they ain't give a fuck back then. So they gave the therapist like a book closet. Matter of fact, she had the book closet. So it was a ton of books, school books in her room, her desk, and like a chair. That's it. And so, and she was behind the nurse's station. So basically, I would sneak back there and have therapy before school would start. And nobody knew until I wound up, divulging some things. And then she had to call my mother. She was like, I am mandated to call your parents about this. And I was like, all right, bet. But we probably a year and a half, almost 2 years. I went to therapy without my mom knowing. So I believe in therapy, but I believe in God more, I'm be honest with you.
Yeah, I do too. When I was dealing with postpartum depression after my last child, my aunt, she like prayed it off of me. And I had to realize, like, when you're dealing with stuff like that, you can't sit in darkness. I would have to open up the blinds, like I would meditate. I had played gospel music, stuff like that, and it worked. But I believe in therapy too. Like I believe because that's an unbiased opinion. You know what I'm saying? You're speaking to someone that don't know anything about you, anything about the people that you're speaking about or the stuff that's going on, and they can really just give you an unbiased opinion that nobody can influence in no type of way because they don't know anything. So I believe in therapy too. I also just try to stay really busy. Even the Bible tells us that idle time is the devil's workshop. So I just try to keep
Let me tell
myself
you something.
busy.
Postpartum is the reason why, I believed in God way before it, but baby, afterward, I knew the power of the word of God. I knew the power of gospel music. I knew the power of, like you just said, like staying in the light. You know what I mean? Because when I had postpartum depression, that I don't give a damn what nobody say. It's called postpartum depression. That shit should be called the devil, a demon, a demonic spirit. It is horrible. It is.
Horrible.
That shit is. It is scary. It is so scary. I
That
was.
shit how you want to take yourself up out of here sometimes. It's just different for different people, but it's just so hard. It's such a dark place.
You know what I want to know? I know I went through it. Like to this day, my ex husband don't know I was postpartum. To this day, my mother doesn't know. Only person know is a lady I met in a call center. That's the only person that knew at the time. Like I've talked about it here on TikTok or whatever. But I wonder how many of our parents, grandparents, great grandparents went through it, but because it's shameful or scary or whatever, they just didn't talk about it.
Or they didn't realize what they was going through. They just knew that they was going through something. They probably thought they was just
Going
adjusting or
crazy. They
coping
probably thought they was
or
going
going
crazy.
crazy or going crazy. They just didn't know what it was. How I knew that I was going through it was a coworker. I was crying all the time right after having my baby. And I had just went back to work. I was just sad and just crying and crying. And she put me to the side and she said, she was listening. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I just would break down just by her asking. And she said, "Baby, do you think you could be dealing with postpartum depression?" And it never even dawned on me. But ultimately, that's what I was dealing with. And so now I can recognize it when I see it. But I called my aunt, and my aunt is a minister. And it's so what's sad is most of the time, us as women going through it, our mate never even realizes it.
Yeah, exactly. He only thing he knew, like I think he thought I was going crazy because, like I said, when it happened, um, I wound up. I was like, God, whoa, what's up? And I was like, I need your help. I was embarrassed, and then I'm thinking, I told you, I think the glass half empty, right? So I was thinking, if I tell this man what my thoughts are or what's going on with me, he gonna be like, oh hell no, I'm getting a divorce and I'm getting these kids away from your crazy ass. You crazy, like. So and then I was like, and even if we get a divorce later on, I don't ever want him to have the ability to throw this up in my face. You know what I mean? I just didn't want that. So I was like, I'm never gonna tell him. Right? Yeah, I just made up in my mind. I was like, if I wind up divorcing him this year or 10 years from now, I never want him to be able to throw this in my face and, nitpick me about it or whatever. And the crazy part is I went to what I knew, the rock that's higher than I, and I prayed and I prayed and I was like, God, and like day after day, it was getting worse and worse as it seemed to me. And I was like, God, you got to do something. And I'll never forget, I went in my kitchen, and back then we just had like a regular fridge. We have a side by side, and I touched the top of the fridge with my hand, and there was an index card, and it had a coworker from a call center that I worked in. It had her name and number because we didn't have cell phones like that back then. So the day, because I always know when I'm gonna quit a job, I'm like, this is over. Um, but I wound up we was going out for Thanksgiving holiday, and I wound up getting her number. And she, for whatever reason, she gave me in a little nail polish vial. She gave me some oil, and I was kind of like, girl, anybody use my
Sound like
damn
oil.
yeah, anointing. I didn't. I grew up
I
Christian
used
Methodist.
it.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with that. We was Christian Methodist Episcopal. You ain't get no oil thrown on you in that church. We holler, but and we ain't supposed to do that. We just do it because the church in the hood. But anyway, we ain't supposed to do that. So, so I was like, I'm not touching this damn oil. But thank you for your phone number. Boom, 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 boom. And I knew she went to church all the time. She was a member of Joe Pace, Pastor Joe Pace, the Pace sisters, their brother. She was a member of his church. And I mean, it's not that girl went to church every day. And so
She
I
was one of
wanted
the people that go when it's revival. You know, when it's revival time for church, how they be having revival. They had church every day for 2 weeks,
she go to church every
every
day.
day and night. Oh my
And
God.
she had it was so funny
Thank you,
because
my
she had
grandma
like
taking
4
me to that.
kids. She lived with her mom. She had like 4 kids, and it was her. And baby, when I tell you they used to pack down that little Kia, what's the smallest Kia?
Not a kid soul.
Soul or Sorrento, one of them. I mean, baby, they used to be in that mode like sardines, going to church, baby, going to church all the time. She'd be running from work. I gotta get to church. I'm gonna be late for church because we got off at 7 o'clock, and church was started at 7 o'clock at night. And so she'd be trying to get to church. I pick mom and the kids up there, and baby, they be hightailing it to church. And so I wound up calling her, and I said, "Do you remember me?" And she was, because it had been a year and a half since I seen her, and she was like, "Yeah, I remember you." And I was like, "I don't know no one else I trust with this information." And she was like, "What's going on?" I said, "I need you to pray for me." And I'm not the type to ask somebody to pray for me. She was like, "No problem." Da 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 da. She was happy because that was her. She thought she was supposed to save everybody's soul. so she went to praying and stuff. And I was like, she said, "We need to come down there." She said, "I'm gonna get my mom and my cousin." And they came through my house and prayed all through my house or whatever. They was like, "Don't let him watch any scary movies." And he was big on horror and sci-fi. So I'm telling him, like, "You can't have." He was like, "Man, I know you fucking lie." And I was like, "No, you can't. No, this house is a Christian household, TBN only." He was like, "This lady has lost her mind." And my sisters would come over because I got one sister that if I wasn't at her house, she was at mine. We went to each other's house pretty much every day. We visit each other every day. We really was visiting our nieces and nephews, but we visit each other every day. So she came over and I got scripture here, scripture there, scripture there. She's like, "What's up with these scriptures?" I was like, "Get out, get out." She was like, "I ain't trying to be funny, but what's up with the Bible scriptures everywhere?" Okay. I was like, "Get out, just get out, just get out, go." And so I wound up, me and Patrina, we stayed. Like, she would talk to me. She wound up getting a good job. Yeah, the Trinity Broadcast Station, baby. Trinity Broadcast Network, honey. Every day. So she wound up getting this job at this company where she had a desk phone. And so she actually did her work on her computer, but she could talk on the phone to me all day. So that's what she would do. She would be like, I'll just stay on the phone with you all day until he get home. And make sure you good, you know what I'm saying? So it was a tough time, but I'll never forget when the spirit, like, it just lifted off me one day. Just one day it just went away. And boy, I was like, I'll never ever get pregnant again.
That was that prayer. That prayer lifted that up off you.
Yeah,
That's
it
what happened
was.
to me.
Oh, it was terrible. But I'll never forget, like, I remember saying to myself, I would never get pregnant again. And then I got pregnant with my daughter. I spent my whole entire pregnancy scared that it was gonna happen again.
But you ain't get it with her.
I didn't get it with her. Matter of fact, I probably would have, but I shipped her happy ass to where she at right now, and that's with her grandparents. I shipped her, and she had to go.
You didn't, because I don't think I still don't think you would have got it, because I think what triggers us to get the postpartum depression is while we're pregnant. We just get the full effects of it after having the baby.
I can tell you exactly what happened to me, and that's why people can say what they want to say, but you're open when you have a baby. Your spirit opens because you just created life, like you just did what God does. He gave you the ability to do what He does, and that's create life, right? So your spirit is wide open, and until it closes back, You got to be careful what you let in, what you let. That's
Mm-hmm.
why the old people used to hide you for 8 weeks. You know what I mean? 6 and 8 weeks. They
Mm-hmm.
wasn't hiding you because you were bleeding. They were hiding you because they didn't want anyone to, and that's why in the baby's cradle cap, they wanted it to close because that baby still was open too.
Mm-hmm.
So the old people would hide you and the baby until y'all spirit closed up, because that meant nobody could attack you, project negativity on you, and evil energy on you during those weeks, right? Because your spirit was still open. So that's why they would hide you. So we in Western, we don't, what I mean? We don't observe any of that shit. Isn't it witch projection? You could say, yeah, projection is witchcraft. But sometimes people don't know that they have an energy on them. So just because I come to see you or you're a child and I have a negative spirit on me,
You're
I'm
absolutely right.
not, you know what I mean? I'm just coming to visit you and your child and bring a gift.
Energy is never
And
destroyed. It's
right, it's
transferred from
always
one object to
transferred.
the other.
So I didn't do it intentionally. There
Yep.
people, yeah, there are people who do it intentionally, but there are some people who carry, what I'm saying, a spirit. They've had a spirit transfer from
They
them,
have no idea it's on them. They
right, they
have
don't
no
get it.
idea. Just like they
Right.
said, when you got to be that's just like having sex with someone. It's a soul tie.
Yeah. Do
And
do I
when
think
you have sex with
women
someone, you
should
take
watch
on.
Messy Talk?
Yep.
I'll say this: if I was pregnant today, you wouldn't see me tomorrow. I guarantee you that. You wouldn't see me for 8 weeks. Well, I would say you wouldn't see me because I would be probably a comment cousin. I would be just watching. I may well just watch the mess, but you damn sure wouldn't see me doing what I do.
I
What,
think it depends on the woman too, though. It depends. I think it's situational. It depends on the person because there are people that can put up with this type of stuff, and the way that they defend it or the way that they handle it, um, it's just different for different people.
see, but that's the thing. I would say this for other cultures and other countries. We're Americans, we are so effed up in the spiritual world. You have other cultures, they teach their children and their daughters and sons to get energy off of them. You know what I mean? They teach them how to remove, and they teach them how to know the signs that there is an energy that doesn't belong to them that's on them. You know what I mean?
Okay, you're right.
We don't.
You're right.
When you say, I'm sorry, let me,
What's up,
hey
Tasha?
y'all,
Hey, Tasha.
let me hop up in here a little bit. When you say, American culture, like what culture you mean? Because
Well,
I come from a culture that's, very much so demonized.
I feel like from what I see, like I've seen like African cultures and different cultures, like they teach you like to beware of different spirits and
Are you talking about ATR?
who?
huh?
Are you talking about, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm so sorry. I don't mean
No, I
no
just didn't hear
You
what you
didn't cut her off.
said.
You didn't cut her
Are you
off.
talking about ATR?
What's that?
What's that?
So ATR are traditional African religions.
Oh, you talking about like
No.
Yoruba, Ifa, all them?
Um, um, Not really. It doesn't fall under the umbrella of that. But
Bundun? You talking about Bundun?
when you talk about that, yeah, voodoo, voodoo, hoodoo.
Voodoo is not African.
Yeah, hoodoo is not African.
It's not
So that's what
African.
I say. Like when I say um, like when it falls under the umbrella of ATR, African traditional religions, right? It all falls under like that kind of umbrella.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think because I'm not
But you're
into.
not a hoodoo woman.
I would wouldn't say I'm no. I'm not any woman. I'm a woman who believes in spirituality, right, and all that encompasses.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple questions, like for real. And I'm be real with you. Like, do you put your purse on the floor?
No,
If anybody sweep the broom across your floor,
no, that ain't
across your
happening.
feet,
I will bust you in your fucking face. No.
that's practice of hoodoo.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So most of y'all know that, like, y'all done practice hoodoo or hoodoo. Like, y'all done practice this and y'all don't even know it.
Some
You
of
ain't gonna
us
put
do
your
know
purse
it.
on the
It's
floor.
just not. Some of us do
Y'all
know
done,
it.
I definitely didn't know when I do it because
y'all done seen y'all
I
grandma
don't
with
do it.
them horseshoes up across her yeah.
All of
Y'all
it.
done seen horseshoes up across there
We know
when you
it's.
walk through your grandma's house.
That's why I try to tell people when they come here to, especially Georgia. You know, I've been telling people this for years. Like I used to, like when Georgia first started getting a good immigration, especially from like Jamaica and stuff. I can't tell you how many Jamaicans I used to have like a real knockdown, argument with. They be like, I'm like, listen, you in the dirty South. You ain't seen nothing. They be like, huh? I'm like, listen, the worst, the some of the baddest chicks on the motherboard, baby.
Winston says, "Wait, hold
Stop
on,
playing.
Auntie Kiana, Kiana, can I please say this?" Auntie Kiana said, those are Winston say those are old wives' tales.
Those are wild. I mean, though, to me,
Baby,
they're
no,
superstitions that
I don't
I
play.
wish. Those are superstitions I wish I hadn't learned because Christ said we're not supposed to be into superstitions. But it's hard to when you trained, by your grandparents and parents and stuff that, oh, don't put your purse down, and you're looking at everybody, like the good people, the bad people, everybody has these same rules and regulations, right? That's hard. See, it's one thing to be taught something from a group of bad people. You're like, all right, those bad people taught me that, so therefore I'm gonna drop that, right? But when you see your sweet cookie baking grandmother, or you see the preacher like, hey, wifey, get that off the floor, you're like, well, that means, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard when that's ingrained in you by every person the church goers, the whoremongers, the everybody has those same rules and ideology. That's very difficult to untrain. Oh yeah, the washing. Oh yeah, my mom and the washing on New Year's. We used to hate that shit when I was little.
Is that not a ritual? Is that not like
We don't. I don't do it. I don't do it. Let me tell you something. Tony did it, and I nutted up on him. My grandfather passed a couple days later, and I screamed on him because my granddad was that's my heart, that's my babe, and I screamed on Tony, and he said it happened to you because you believed in it. I don't believe in it. And then, like maybe 2 or 3 years later, he was on the phone with his mama. His mom was like, "Y'all better not watch tomorrow." And he was like, "Yes, ma'am." And I was like, "You know what? I would goddamn watch something because, boy, I tell you, woo, I was mad as hell." I was like, "Oh, so now you believe in it because your mama said don't do it." I was mad as hell with him because I'm like, you going to sit here and scream on me when I'm distraught by losing my grandfather. You telling me, well, that's what you get for believing in it. You know what I'm saying? But now he and I both were on the same page. We just don't do it. For whatever reason, we just don't do it. We don't
I don't
watch
know. I grew up on something different, so it might be a little different for me. I still believe in a creator. Um, my personal relationship with God is my personal relationship with Him, and what I do is what I've been taught from my mom, what was taught from her grandma, what was taught from her great grandma,
I
and
mean, here's the
a lot
thing.
of things that I'm taught like I'm demonized for it.
Well, here's the
But
thing,
it
right?
is what it is.
A lot of this stuff, and I okay, take church this past Sunday, right? My husband,
I can't tell you what I was taught. I'm a clock it. Like, no, my people is my people, and my tribe. Like, no.
she may have been taught heavy hoodoo. She may have been taught true, super, super duper heavy hoodoo, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. But we was at church this Sunday, right? And we had a um fill-in pastor, right? And she preached really good.
Wait,
And
hold on, Kiana. Can I say something before you go into your story though?
mhm.
Most of y'all biggest like hoodoo workers, or like they be in the church.
I just finished saying, I
Yeah, they
literally
be in
just
the
finished
church
I
saying,
believe that. I believe that.
the motherboard is usually filled with
with
all the
hoodoo
hoodoo
workers.
women in the South. So when the Jamaicans used to come here thinking like, y'all don't, that's what we do every day, and it's like that's what these people do every day. Please don't come here and get Rex Center fake. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, so the woman was speaking out of the Bible, and she was telling the part where God gave Moses the formula of the incense, and how he said this incense formula is only for me. Nobody else is supposed to use this particular formula. That tells you right there that we are supposed to use incense. Do I incense my office? Yes. Do I incense my home? Yes. Absolutely. Christ says, don't put your candle under a bush. Are we supposed to burn candles? Yes. To me, it's all in how you read the word and comprehend it. Um, Christ, like the whole breastplate and all that, it had actual stones in it.
Hold
It had
on,
literal stones in
Kiana,
it.
have you got into Psalms yet?
Been into songs, constantly into songs, of course.
You know that's a spell book, right?
Yes.
hmm
So is so is
You know
the
that's a spell
so
book,
is
right?
the entire, really the entire book, but definitely
No, Psalms is
the
especially a spell book if you know how to use it right.
darling. The Psalms are great. The first testament gets deep, super deep when it comes to spell work.
19 through 16, try that.
19 to that. I have, yeah. So you wash your floor front door on the first of the month with Psalms. That's a great one. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's a hoodoo.
Yeah, that's okay. But see, here's the thing: we put titles on it and spook it, right? And you go,
It's not
ooh,
spooky.
right, and ooh. Some people put titles on it so they can scare you and be like, "No, I'm into this," and like, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell a witch, a Hank, I'll tell them, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. My
Hoodoo
mama.
workers what I will speak on my people. Hoodoo workers and any people that I work with, we are not like witches. Like we don't do none of that stuff. So all of this stuff, I need y'all to go back and read y'all history. With everything from voodoo, and I mean it, from voodoo on back. They demonize everything. Voodoo is not a bad thing.
No, I mean,
Voodoo is not a bad thing.
listen, and God rest her soul. There was a woman who was drinking water back to back. She drowned. She died. So I said that to say, even a good thing such as water, which is our body is, 60% of better water, even that can, too much of anything can harm you. To something with the wrong intentions can harm you. So I think what really comes into effect is when people use it to harm. You know what I mean? But that's just, the antithesis. Good. If there's a good, there has to be a bad. If there's blessings, there have to be curses. Like when people say they don't believe in curses, I'm like, you sound stupid because you're the first person to go, "Oh, I am blessed." Well, how is that so? How would you know you blessed if you've never been cursed? How would you know that there is a such thing as a blessing if you've never seen a curse? You know what I mean? So some people don't want it. They want to only accept or see one side of the coin, and you
Mhm.
can't. That's just like saying, okay, when I live, I'm never gonna die. You know that's automatic. To be born is to know that you will die one day. They both come.
Y'all, it's like everybody want to only see like and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most of a lot of y'all are indoctrinated to that you don't understand. So
I mean, here's
I'm
my
trying to be
thing.
nice, like for real. But if you
I mean,
don't
it's not
know,
about being nice or it's not about being mean because everybody have their own.
you can do your
You
own
gotta work
thing,
out your
right,
own
Kiana?
salvation. You have to work out your
You do your
own
own thing.
salvation. The biggest thing is have no other gods before me. Point blank. Period. I am the one. I am the only.
Who
There.
told you that? Who told
That's
anybody
what
that
I believe.
anything that revolves like around voodoo or voodoo around worshiping God? No, they don't do that. No, when pray, I pray to the higher creator.
Okay.
And no matter what I call his name is, whether he's God, whether he is Buddha, whatever his name is, I pray to him. Like, but don't demonize other people's religion because you don't.
You're
I'm
not
not saying
supposed
I'm
to.
not saying you, Kiana.
You're not
I'm not
supposed
saying
to.
you. I'm not saying you.
Right.
I'm
No, I
saying
was saying people are not supposed to. You're not
I'm not
supposed.
saying you. Um it is what it is. If you don't understand it and you're afraid of it, maybe you need to like do your research on it because voodoo is actually about worshiping the earth and worshiping everyone.
But that's not how it was presented to the people, to the masses.
It's not how it was presented to the people, and I understand that because of white supremacy, and that's why it makes it so taboo.
Right.
I yeah, I understand that Kiana is agreeing with me, and we agree with a lot of things, right? But I'm gonna go ahead so I can go ahead and say my prayers and do what I need to do. But I appreciate you for letting me up, seriously, because I think
You know
that a
that
lot
though.
of
You know
y'all
you're welcome
don't
over
really
here.
know what it is.
You know you're welcome
Um,
over here. You know how
one
I get.
day, if I can bring a high voodoo priestess over here, why you
What?
scared? Why you make that face?
What? Now time.
I can bring somebody over here to like explain it because voodoo is not my form of expertise. I practice hoodoo.
Oh, okay. So what was you raised in as a child?
I was just about to ask her the same thing.
I was actually not really raised in church, but my grandma took my hand and I was given a book and I learned that after.
Did you
Um,
did you learn the Bible?
Hoodoo is a Bible,
Based
yeah,
religion. Yeah, it's a Bible based religion.
Bible based religion, mixed up with African traditional religion as well. So like the Book of Psalms, like yeah, and
So
like
where did you find okay, so if your grandmother raised she raise you in hoodoo?
yeah,
Okay, okay. So your grandmother, I'm just gonna say you was raised Christian because everything I've seen about hoodoo is Christian. Okay, let's call it thing a thing.
it
Okay,
really is though. It really is. You
everything
right.
Christian is Christian. Okay, so cool. You was raised Christian, right? When did you decide to venture into other religions?
I haven't really ventured into other religions. I just like kind of like researched them.
Because I know, like, you're a college student, right? You went to college, correct?
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
I know a lot of us, as soon as we go to college, one of the first things that we sign up for is what? African American studies, right? They love to offer that on all the campuses in the United States. And we get into, African American studies and we see this wonderful professor who seems to be tuned in and woke and all that, and we're intrigued.
Actually, that really wasn't mine. Mine was
Okay.
politics. It was politics. It was politics.
Okay.
Cause my people was all in politics,
Okay. Okay.
and I was already with the foundation of ATR.
Okay. Because I've never heard ATR a day in my life. At least I don't think.
A lot of people don't know. Like, I think it's a new like foreign thing of it to include like all of the like stuff in one under one umbrella. But
Right.
yeah, but as far as hoodoo, like I've always known hoodoo my whole life.
What state you from?
I'm from Chicago, but my grandparents are from. My grandmother's from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Okay.
They are Gullah Geechee.
Okay, that makes sense.
And my granddad is from. He was my great granddad. He was from Spartanburg, Tennessee.
Okay. Well, the Gullah,
They Geechee. They do Geechee as well
them
too.
Geechees still like they community is as if 1619 was yesterday. You know, they still got some of the stuff from straight from Africa that they worship and
It's
take.
not. Listen. Let me clear that up. We don't worship anything.
Well, acts of worship.
We
Worship is
like
an act. Worship is an act.
what
Worship
we
is an
do
act.
is that the earth and I'm trying to make it like we don't worship any deities. It's not like, oh, we do like we worship like goats and we cut their throat or nothing like that. Like we basically do everything that normal Christians do. I want to say that.
I see that. I just love to see them in their white and when they're dancing. I love to see that.
I'm gonna send you a video when I go back down there for family reunion.
Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful to see those women in the traditional garb and the dancing that they do. It's called a
To
ring
be
shout.
so ostracized, and yes, it's really called. Thank you, Ready Girl. It's really called a ring shout.
Okay.
To be so ostracized when you come into space and be like, nah, I practice hoodoo, and people think like you're demonized, or oh, you gonna put a hex on me, or you gonna do this and you gonna do that. No, that's not. Like that's far as from the thing like that we do. Seriously, our beliefs are love and light in the earth. Seriously, and just like voodoo, I really can't speak on them because I'm not and I don't know. I don't know
You're
that.
not versed in that. You know more hoodoo, Christian.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. That makes
yeah.
sense. Especially being Gullah
So I
Geechee.
could, baby, let me say something. I could work this book of Psalms back, forth, and like between some. And I don't know if you know it or not, but I be praying for everybody on this app for real. And Kiana, I prayed for you, and I did something for you.
Yeah, you better not. You better not, ma'am. You can't do that. That's the first rule. That's the first rule of spirituality. The client or the person must be willing.
No, I prayed for you, and I said I did a little something for you because I knew that at first. I think when I first told you, I think that was New Year's when I told you. I said, Kiana, I thought you were so wicked.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, you came into my room.
And I kept saying it to you. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
What does that mean?
That's what I'm saying. But you are the sweetest person ever, like for real. And I had a conversation with you on the back end. Like I don't know you personally, but like seriously, I see your light shine through.
I appreciate that.
And I want you to know, like, I see you.
I appreciate that. I really do.
And I know it's a lot of people on this app that like wanna probably like demonize you or say you the mean person or whatever.
I've done some mean shit, man. Let's call a thing a thing.
And sometimes, like I told you,
Call a
my
thing a
birthday on
thing.
the 11th of January. Like, you a December Capricorn. My birthday is 111. I see you.
Tell him ready, girl.
I wanna let you know, like, I see you. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm like at first, Tasha. You know how the the first time I met
'Cause I was like,
you,
this bitch is the devil.
man, I snapped on y'all that day. I was like, what the fucking hell? It was about what's that guy, Mike the Voice or some stuff. That go Jen.
Yes.
Um, yeah, Jen. It's been all around. We don't talk about everything in this mud tonight. Um, but yeah, Mike. It was about the Mike the Voice, and y'all was airing him out, and I went off, and then it was just like I was like, what is up with this chick? And then when I kind of started watching you, and I was like, okay, Tasha is more, I guess you could say like docile a little bit, like somewhat, but yo, buddy, man, I was like, we ain't gonna make it, boy. Cool. I was like, I ain't gonna make it. It was like my spirit didn't resonate with her at all. Like, you know what I mean?
All things, I really don't. I try not to come out the bag, like for real, because I know that I can come out the bag. And being on this app for so long, that I've been on this app for so long, and I've crashed out like so many times. Like seriously, I've crashed out.
But see, now
Down.
that I've watched you, and see, I didn't know you. Like I said, I didn't know who. I was like, what the hell is we talking about in here today? With just Mike the Voice, and who the hell is Mike the Voice, and who is these two women, and what the hell? It was just that day was so confusing. Like we was some of us who were new, because I was new over here. We were just, I was too new to be in it. I should have just said, well, today ain't no day I know about people. Like I do sometimes when Bella go in there and she go to talking about the other side. I just like, well, I don't know the
To
people.
see I'm gonna say this about Mike. To see your like friend that you actually like from the opposite sex, where it's strictly platonic, and you know that he has mental health issues. You know that something is wrong with him, and you genuinely like try to help him. And when he go off the deep end, and we trying to will you back in, like, hey, we your friends, like, what you doing this to us for? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm here for you. That's what hurt us the most.
Right. Gotcha.
Like, for real.
So, question: how do you feel? Do you feel he was up under a spell over that girl? Since you mentioned, since we're mentioning spells.
A spell, no.
Okay.
No. What I will say is this, and it's no disrespect to HB at all, but you're not a good she isn't a good enough spell caster to do anything at all.
Okay.
And what you
Rita
do
Fixer
is
told her different though. Rita Fixer told her that she was.
I'm gonna say this, she is not. What you do is temporary. And I'm gonna be honest. What you do is absolutely temporary. And when the people wake up from what you do,
It's gonna be
I'm gonna say this. The universe and the ancestors will account for all of the things that if she is doing what they say she is doing allegedly,
right.
she will have to atone for that.
That's life. That's life. As such is life.
Seriously, because we are taught like
I
from
know.
I'm just trying to be real with y'all. I'm trying to get y'all like saying stuff
Well,
without
I
saying.
mean, you know, we on that's the one thing I don't like about Messy Talk. We laugh at the wrong shit. You know what I mean over here, and so you know, we, if myself included, we made the videos and we, you know, Buddy eating the blood and all this stuff. And for those of us who from the South, we know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? But we also know the flip side. We do know if that, you know what I'm saying, if that is what's happening when he comes out of it or while on it,
If you know what to
we could
do
go
and what
crazy.
to say with it, I'm gonna tell you this, Kiana. Like seriously, if you know what to do and what to say with it, it's certain words and what to do when what you say with it, and never not once will anybody that practices that will ever do that.
Right.
It's
Well,
certain.
I
It's
mean,
certain.
you shouldn't. You should. I mean, giving someone your blood is just absolutely crazy. But I was
It's
raised that
certain
like
lines that. It's
you
certain
just don't
lines
cross.
that like
You just don't cross.
for
You
real.
don't do it.
Um,
Don't do
I'm not a practitioner, right? I'm a baby in the game. It's certain things that we don't cross.
it. Right.
It's certain things that you know when you talk from like a baby. I mean, like 10, 12 years old, like my baby right now. She knows like it's certain things that she don't cross
Right. Well, I was
because
taught
there are
that
consequences too.
if you you know do something like that, you may as well give them gunpowder because you're gonna make them. They're gonna go insane. And majority of the time, the way I was raised, the person who gave them the blood used to be the one that gets
There is
unalive.
no. I'm gonna tell you this. There is. So if HB
Yeah, I
actually
don't
did
know if
what
that's
she
what it
said
is,
she
but
did,
everybody laughing about it. That's I'm not accusing her of that. That's what they were saying and laughing about it. And that's why I started this by saying we laugh at the wrong shit because if it's true, right, we all know what it is. You know, I've made my pictures and stuff, but when you flip the coin over and realize the severity, especially someone being raised in the South and know what
if
time it
it
is, that's like a
if it
death sentence.
actually if she actually did what she said she did,
Did she say she
which I
did?
don't think. No, if it actually was what she said she did, allegedly, um, there is no restraining order. There is no anything. There is no nothing.
That will stop
You
it.
understand? That would keep him away from her. And
That
I
part.
don't think that HB would do anything like that.
Well, like I said, I was always taught it winds up usually being a death sentence, or you wish it was a death sentence because the person who fed the blood usually it used to be real bad, real bad for that person. Either they actually get unalive or they get sold
And can I
like
clear this up? Wait, hold on, Kiana. Can I clear this up? Any woman that fixes spaghetti for you, like seriously, the men in the chat, like it doesn't mean like that she done put some in there, like and
that's the
that
craziest thing to
doesn't
me because people,
it doesn't work like that.
I
It
hate that
doesn't
people. I hate that people raise their sons like they're like, oh, don't let her fix no
it don't
spaghetti. I'm
work
like,
like that.
dude,
Like
I'm
eat the
here in
spaghetti.
the
No, it don't
South.
work like that.
Let me tell you something. I've heard some gory, horrible stories. I've heard a woman literally say she went over to her son's house and his girl was cooking, and you know, and because the girl was young, she was shocked that the girl knew how to cook soul food. She opened up the greens. It was a fucking maxi pad in the greens. So I'm like, y'all worry about some spaghetti? They can put it in anything. Anything.
It don't work like that. Like, listen, I'm telling y'all, it doesn't work like that. Like, seriously, it doesn't. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you have to go before the ancestors. You got to do a lot of stuff. And even if you go before the ancestors, I'ma just shut up. No, you
I don't know
can't
nothing
do it
about
like
all the
that.
going before that. I just, like I said, I used to be a little young girl. I always loved to hang around old people. Y'all, I played with friends. Don't get me wrong, I played with friends, but I used to love to get wisdom. And sometimes when you're getting sitting around old people and you're getting wisdom, you wind up hearing too much. You wind up hearing too much. And that was one of the stories where I heard too much, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Now
gross."
I'm clocking and say, Tasha, we don't care. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, it doesn't if you I'm gonna tell you this. If you go to a girl house and she got a blue bottle tree, listen to me. Real close.
Oh
Real
wow.
close. If you go
My
to
fairy godmother said, fairy thug mom said, I had to leave my ex-husband from that. He went insane because we interacted during that time. Huh?
because that's a blood tie, baby. That's a blood tie.
Oh my God.
It's a blood tie.
He went
It's a
insane.
blood
Yeah.
tie.
I mean,
Yeah.
listen, the old people used to say the man would go insane. Like, they'd be like, I believe, like you see guys acting a fool in the hood or whatever. They be like, I believe that girl done fed him some blood. You'll know if he killed her or if he almost killed her or if, da 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 da.
And it doesn't
Or,
have to be from the mouth. Cause y'all know they have a hole in they peen, right?
I don't know nothing about all that, girl. I have to,
I'ma just say
Hold,
pay
hold
pay
on.
close attention when them boys
never saw
when you
that.
going to visit somebody and they got that blue bottle they got that blue bottle tree in front of their house and they front porch is
Painted.
painted blue, right?
Wait, what?
I'm trying to get y'all the game. Ain't nobody listening to me.
No, I'm listening.
Listen, when they got a blue bottle, if they have any blue bottle tree anywhere, I'm not giving game. Okay, go ahead, Christine.
No, I was saying, wait, what? Because I couldn't believe what
Ain't
you was
nobody
telling
listening to
me.
me, Uncle Jim. Clock it told me shut up because I ain't giving no
No,
game.
Tasha, I was saying, wait, what? Because I was listening to what you was saying. Like, what the fuck?
Tasha be taking y'all the long way around. Y'all have to work with Tasha. Tasha be stumbling over her words. I had to figure that out that is Tasha. And I used to be
I'm
mean to
not
her because
though.
I used to be mean to Tasha because she stumbled over her words, but I realize now that's her personality. She's very careful with her words or whatever.
Uncle Jen just told me clock it. I have to be careful with my words because
Okay. Here's the
yeah.
thing. When someone has blue bottles, a blue bottle tree, have painted their porch blue, they are trying to run Hanks off. Ghosts. That's it. That's all. Blue
Okay.
bottle tree.
Are they trying to run them off or are they trying to
Well,
catch them?
they'll get trapped in the blue bottle. That's supposedly the ghost or Hank will get trapped in the blue bottle, but also blue is a royal color, so colors have meaning. So
Uh-huh.
blue is a color that does not resonate with evil. Evil doesn't like to reside with blue or with purple or whatever. When you would see the crosses, have you ever seen at Easter time? They'll have the three crosses. They'll have a white swag on the two
I
small ones.
Yes.
The one that
I
represents
can't say
Christ. They will have a
Kiana,
purple
that's
one
what I'm
because
saying. Like I
purple
can't
is royalty. It's the highest resonating color when you're trying to resonate superiority or bring royalty to you or bring you're gonna operate in the color purple because that's Christ's
Oh,
color. You know
yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
Blue
I
is
can't say
right.
too much. Like I'm trying to get y'all the game without giving y'all the game. And everybody in the comments trying to say like, listen, this is what was taught to me like by my grandmother. A lot of stuff is different from where you are. Like my grandmother was from somewhere else, right? So it like that's what it is for us. So if something else works for you, then it works else what your grandmama told you, right? But just know that if I need to, bitch, I'll go put your ass. I'll get some grave dirt and go put your ass in a motherfucking bottle.
You better
Stop
play.
fucking playing
Hey,
with
don't
me.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Tell these like
Don't
they
do
need to
that.
start fucking with me in these comments, cause bitch, I will find out who you are and I'll
You
go put
can't do
your
it.
ass in a motherfucking
Tasha, you
bottle.
know you have a daughter that I hear you talking about a lot, right?
And I
Beautiful,
do.
beautiful daughter.
And I pray over her daily.
Here's the thing. You have to make sure anyone who has taught you the world of spirituality should have taught you that everything is cause and effect. Everything must be spiritually balanced. So if someone says to you in the comments, shut up, Tasha, and you go and get cemetery dirt, which means you're trying to do a death curse on them, that is not a equal. That's not a, the scales don't
It's
balance.
not necessarily like,
Hold
hold
on.
on. No,
Hear me
no,
out.
it's not necessarily
You
that though,
don't, you
Kiana.
don't, graveyard dirt has the energy of the grave.
It's not necessarily that. I can
That's
like,
not. Come on,
it
Tasha.
can,
Let's be clear now. Come on, people. We know how this works. If you're trying to put somebody down permanently, you mess with the graveyard dirt. You're trying to get some money, you go get you some bank dirt. You're trying to get justice, you go get you some courthouse dirt. We know how this shit go. Come on.
oh,
You
Kiana, so
don't
you
play.
hoodoo.
I know. I told you I wasn't no fucking fool.
Oh, so you hoodoo.
I'm a Christian. Anyway, so
You ain't
what
no
I'm
damn
saying to
Christian. Shut
you,
up, Kiana.
so what I'm saying to you is,
Oh, I got
you
a bottle
can't
right here.
mess with you can't
It's
mess
actually
with
across the
the
street.
graveyard on something like that. That don't you know it has to
So if
balance.
I wanted, okay,
It
I
has to
said
balance
it.
out. That could come back to you or your child. Why would you do that over some words?
I said it prematurely, Kiana. Okay.
You can't do that.
It's a Bank of America
Tell
right
them to stop
here.
fucking with me in the comments, though, Kiana.
Just their ass out. It's simple.
They ain't gonna get in this box though.
You can't do that. Don't ruin you. Don't ruin your
You
baby.
can't serve
You
two
don't work your
guys.
baby.
Nothing comes out of that, but
What
either you
about a
can.
bank statement? Can I put that in the bottle?
Hold on. Edge control. Do you know what God I serve?
Oh my
Why
gosh,
you talking
edge
about? Okay.
control. Edge control
Why
in
you?
here. Hey, boo.
Do you know which God I serve? Why you talking about? I can't serve two gods. It's funny. When y'all know about hoodoo, then y'all can talk to me. Cause what God I serve?
Thank you. No, you can't arbitrarily. I've seen people like that, Tasha, and it never worked out well for them. I've seen people once they learn the craft, if you will, they they feel empowered, but they got to remember the law is laws to this.
It's
And
always lost. Yeah.
here's the thing: one of the laws is here. Listen to me carefully. And I'm not supposed to teach you, for one. So I might shut up because you came from that bloodline, so that bloodline was supposed to teach you. So I will shut up. Never
So
mind.
what you about to say is probably
Nope.
already what I done heard.
Nope. I know for a fact it isn't. I know for a
Huh?
fact. I know for a fact. With what you just said, I know for a fact it isn't. But I would probably be out of pocket by trying to train. That's like training someone from a different tribe. That's not my job to train you. Your tribe's supposed to train you. Like I trained my
Ain't
daughter.
nobody left from my tribe, so
I trained my daughter. She, whether she keeps it or not, I trained her. I trained her.
I know what's right. I will say this, and it's no disrespect to you, Kiana. I know like what's right and what's wrong for my
You know
people,
damn well you weren't supposed to be talking about working with no
and
damn
I know
graveyard
damn
dirt
well,
over
yes,
no
I wasn't
words.
supposed to be saying that. I know
You
damn well I
know
wasn't
better.
supposed to be saying that.
You know better. See what y'all
Yeah,
do? Y'all make the tribe look bad, right? I had to tell QL the same thing. I said, QL, Haitian people are some of the most wonderful people on the planet. They get a bad rep for always, oh, they gonna do you in. They gonna put a curse on you. When Haitians are really good people, right? And so when her and Drop was into it, I was like, don't say it, don't. And she was like, you right, Auntie Key. And I've been her auntie ever since because you've been trained better, you know better, and you wasn't gonna do it. You was just arguing, you was in the heat of the moment. But somebody on the outside looking in automatically thinks, ooh, can't marry a Haitian, can't be a Haitian co-worker, can't, you know what I mean, be a church member with a Haitian because they hear things like that. So you don't want to make your tribe look bad. You know what I mean? and you're in,
So cool.
you being Gullah, you definitely don't want to make, because they have been successful at preserving. The best preservation of African American religion has been done by the Gullah. Let's tell the truth. Don't make them look bad. And I'll leave it there.
And then especially what just happened to my people.
Do not make your ancestors look bad. Don't make them look bad. It ain't fair to them, and how hard they've worked to preserve their ancestry and their what they got going on. Yeah, we do know what a death unto my enemy's candle is ready. And you never supposed to burn that motherfucker either, okay? You mess around and burn.
Never would I burn that one.
You know what's supposed to. All right, y'all gonna wind up camping out at the damn funeral home. You're gonna be there so much. Y'all better stop playing with this shit. Stop playing with it. It's not everything.
I be nice though.
Y'all gotta make sure this shit balanced, man. You gotta make
I
sure.
be trying to be nice though.
If somebody doing something to you that wants you to unalive yourself or to get unalive, that's one thing. But if someone wants you to shut the fuck up or drop out the box, that don't deserve that. That don't deserve a dooming candle, and the damn sure don't deserve no graveyard dust. They don't deserve neither one of those, and you know that. You know better than that. You know better than that.
Let me get a little hot powder. Hot.
Let me tell you something, Kiana.
Hmm?
You didn't eat too many of them cookies.
I know.
You like me, girl. I had 2 bags of them cookies. Them cookies was gone, girl. Hey, and Miles came in asking for one. I was like, get out my face.
I know. That's how they got popular. Somebody ate them up, and the person spazzed out by her damn right. And everybody on TikTok like, whoever, we gotta taste some things. She made us spaz out like that. So now we all spazzing.
Right. I was like, dang, he got my last one. You know you can't turn your kids down when they ask for something. You know what I mean?
The hell. I might have to say no about the. Might have to say no about the.
Yeah, cookie good.
I'm gonna give you some. Here, baby. Here. Like you see that boy from Texas. Come on, here. Dre. Every time he eat, he get him some first.
Yeah. Hey, I remember my grandma would have something good to eat, and we'd say, "Ooh, can I have a piece of pork chop or something like?" My grandma would say, "I swear, if I had a warmed up turd on a plate, you want it."
You want it. Mm-hmm. My Lord. Now, hold on. Somebody said, "You hungry?" Here you go. Here, B. Who's that said, "Clock it"? You talking about she can try Kiana? Try me how, Clock it? How Tasha gonna try me? I love you, boo. Here, you can taste it. Here you go.
What you mean, try Kiana?
That's what I'm like. Try me how? What's going on?
They ain't tripping.
I think I love the smell. To
Is
do
it the
her,
banana one? It's the smell.
just the smell with that one.
Yes.
That's so good. I'm gonna do like a now.
Wait, hold on. First of all, let me tell you something. You are the person that we were just talking about, that you are uneducated on about hoodoo or anything else works. You are uneducated about anything. So I'm gonna ask you respectfully, because I don't know if you black, you white, whatever your race is, to respectfully bow out. Because me and Kiana have had this conversation, and no matter if me and Kiana go back and forth or whatever it is, boy, girl, bye.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna give you some next time.
Who the fuck you think you talking to?
Tasha, what's wrong with you today?
They're the ones sitting up here trying to start a beef between me and you.
Don't no. Mm-mm. I'm still laughing inside when you say I did some work on you. I'm like, no, you didn't.
I ain't did no fucking work on you.
That's what you said. You like, Keon, I did some work. I'm like, no, you did. I thought you up and got my permission.
Kiana, I prayed for you. That's called doing work on you.
Oh, okay.
All I did was say a prayer for you.
Man, dude.
I said a couple of them so your ass could be not so evil.
Oh, not so evil.
I called the Lord. Listen,
Tasha, Kiana,
I called the
was
Lord.
never evil.
I called the Lord. The Lord say, I say, hey Lord, I'm calling about Kiana. The Lord say, get
Call me
off
back.
of my
Call me
motherfucking line.
Hey, Tasha,
He hung up the phone on
the
me.
Lord said I didn't got several calls.
That's right. Can't nobody else have that. It's me and B right here. The Lord, you called the Lord about me. He's the
And
call me
then I
back.
called again. Wait, I called 3 more,
Y'all
4
still,
times.
and you know what he told
He
you? He told me
said,
still busy.
and then I got the secretary, and he said the secretary said, "Bitch, did not tell you."
When Tasha was calling the Lord about me, the Lord was like Peach was when Jericho called for them 3 weeks. I'm in town. I'm in town. I'm in town.
I say, it's me, oh Lord.
You said,
And that
hello,
motherfucker, listen,
it's me
send
you're
me
looking
straight to
for.
the
Lorna
secretary.
Doone is the old school truth, baby.
Hey, the Lord sent you straight to voicemail,
The
Tasha.
Lord sent you
Then
the Lord do like the automatic text you get. Please text me.
The
That
Lord
text.
said, the Lord sent
and
that automatic
listen,
text that
and
said,
listen.
I'm
The
driving,
fifth
call you
time,
back.
hold on, Uncle Jim. Hold on, Uncle Jim.
Yeah.
The fifth time I called, he said, "We done got all these calls about her
Got too
motherfucking
many.
ratchet ass. Can you please not call no more?"
I bet you he said all the calls came from Messy Talk.
Right.
I tried. They
Lord,
told me don't call no more.
the Lord gonna mess around and tell me, listen, I'm been getting a lot of calls from Messy Talk on you, little girl. You gotta straighten up.
Lord,
But I had a couple. I sent a couple messages. They
Lord
said,
said,
"Can you
hang
send a
up on
couple
you.
messages?"
Hey, go ahead. I'm driving. That's a good one,
Yep.
Jen. I'm driving.
The Lord said, "I'm out to lunch."
No, I listen. I wouldn't know. I'm gonna be real with you, Jen. Tasha, I wouldn't know if you like especially some adversarial work. I would know if you did it. If you did
So what?
adversarial. If you did what they call adversarial work, like a
What the
doom
fuck is that?
a doomie adversary, like you're my adversary. I would know if you did some adversarial work. I would
What
know.
you mean? Coming after you or something? What the
Yeah,
fuck
like
is that?
if you're an adversary, Tasha, it means that the person is against you.
No, I done talk a little cup of shit about you before, but it's like,
Mm-mm. No, don't get me wrong. There's some people on here who have tried some adversarial work on
get
me.
that little hair up out that little side corner right there.
Yeah, this thing gonna come down 100
Sticking
times.
out on the side right there.
Yeah. I went to church the other day. I had my thing all messed up. I said, I'm not even changing this bun. I'm finna go in here and worship and keep it pushing. Hello. I don't be caring about this bun. This bun come down 55 times a day.
Nah, I pray for all y'all ass on messing side. Cause y'all motherfuckers ain't shit.
You
Wait
can't
a
don't
minute now.
don't do
I ain't
no
say
work on
you,
none of
Uncle
these
Jen.
crazy
Shut
people.
up.
I had this girl. I don't think he ever made it over here. But I used to be on this guy panel named Brandon Morris or somebody. He would do topics every morning, and me and his moderator got into it. That bitch gonna tell me I'm gonna put a hex on you. I said, yeah, bitch, and I guarantee you won't put one on nobody. You ain't gonna succeed, but you damn sure won't get shit. That girl was gone. Don't play, go play in your. Don't play with me.
Y'all better just listen. You can't be out here saying you gonna put hex on people or you gonna do something to somebody, and then that shit backfire and then hit somebody and you don't know 'em. Or you might do know 'em.
But
That
that's the
ain't how it
thing.
work.
The whole thing was this. It wasn't justified because it was just some talk on the app, a disagreement about a subject. It wasn't an attack on we wasn't real enemies. It was just a disagreement on the subject of the day.
Oh, that's what you was trying to tell me.
Yeah. So it wasn't. So my whole thing was it wasn't justified. So I knew it went hit, but because it was sent, it has to balance out. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, exactly. I'm laughing. I'm like, that's on you. You just started something that can't come to me because I don't deserve it. But because it's now being created, it got to go somewhere. So that's why you don't create it. Your answers don't play it back. Listen, my God don't play about me, baby. And I thank God for the ancestors and their prayers because I'm in the covenant He made with them. And I'm still under them, but I thank God for His eye, watchful eye over me. That's the biggest. Let me see, it's 5. Oh Lord, it's 5:14 on a Saturday morning. Amen. Praise God. Just so you know, Tasha come up here and do something crazy every damn time, y'all. Y'all know how Tasha
You've
do.
been on here all night, Storm.
Did nothing. I don't care. I love Tasha.
I was finna come up here and
Tasha my buddy now. She just crazy as hell. I just have to. I have to treat Tasha like Richard Pryor on Harlem Nights when you remember the guy. Yeah, treat Tasha.
I know you fucking lying. I know you
You need
fucking
to
lying,
shut up.
Kiana.
Come next week. I'm knocking somebody the
You
fuck
know
out.
what, Kiana? Now I'm not a key line no more.
That's so good.
I'm is
You're a
not.
key line. You're a key line. You have to
I'm
get
is
over it. You're
not.
a key line. You are a key
I'm
line.
is not a
Yeah.
key line no
When
more.
Tasha come up in that box, I'll be like,
Are
Lord,
you
I have to break this shit down like a pound.
I better be sunshine, goddamn it.
You a key line.
Tell
Sunshine.
Tasha remind y'all of the man from Harlem Nights, y'all. Tasha,
You know what,
come
Kiana? Don't fucking play with me.
She be careful. She
That's
don't stutter,
smoking.
but she be careful as hell with her words, y'all.
Yeah, but I know exactly why she's like that because she like from the debate talk, Tasha has been misunderstood,
Okay.
misinterpreted.
Okay.
So I know why she's careful with her
Thank you,
words.
Uncle Jen.
That goddamn Sunday morning when her and Cool came up on Bella, I thought I was gonna goddamn die. I said, I know you fucking.
Child.
We were trying.
Shut
We was
up.
like, get it out. I said, Tasha, remember what I told you? I said, you mean tell me y'all hoes got up early for this shit?
And then came up there. Child, and I was in my good Sunday morning
She
shirt.
had done. Now I ain't gonna lie, you were looking so pretty. Tasha had done got done, made that face, so she done put that lipstick and everything. We were like, damn, this girl. Who the fuck told her Bella Court was gonna be on TV? Tasha done got off.
Kiana, you ain't shit.
She is a sweetie. She's a sweetheart. She is. She's a sweet person. Getting to know her, she is a sweet person. I will say that. Misunderstood. But
What? Oh,
you.
yeah, I
A
really
lot
am.
of people. A lot of people misunderstand.
You get me, I guess, because I don't know. Kiana, a
Get
December
you.
Capricorn.
I finally get you. Like sometimes, like I tell people all the time, you just have to watch people, and you realize, like, I see the circles you move in. I see how, I see what you passionate about, and I see for the most part, like a lot of people when you're wrong on a subject, you will at least be like, okay, I see it that way. Now I see what you're saying. You know what I mean? Some of these motherfuckers be loud and wrong, and they refuse to back down. Hey, Imp, what you doing up, girl? So you at least you will come around and be like, okay, I see what y'all saying. You know, some
It's
people.
been a long journey for me. Not only on TikTok, but in life general. Like seriously. Me becoming a mother, me having all the stuff that happened to me on this app. And Kiana, I know stuff has happened to you as well on the app. I've been swatted on the app, like on live. Me and my baby walking out the door. Like,
Oh yeah, I heard
a
you
lot
say
of things have
that.
happened. A lot of things have happened, and when I come up and I try to warn people about certain things about certain people, I mean it well, but it don't come out well. I'm still working on myself. I'm still a work in process,
Well,
like
we
all of
are.
us are. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been the best model of who to be on this app. I cannot say that. But what I will say is that the people that I've apologized to, and when I meant it from my heart, I really truly did mean it from my heart.
Y'all still letting people on Messy Talk judge y'all?
No, these people that I apologize to, I had like back in like relationships with them. Anybody else, I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Facts.
Fuck you. Let your suck my left pussy lip.
Facts.
Cause I think that one a little fatter than the left one.
Tasha, put a period right
I'm
there.
just saying, y'all want to see it?
No, we're good. What movie y'all
I ain't gonna
watching?
show y'all.
We're good.
All right. I'm all right.
We're fine. What movie y'all watching, Imp? I know. Please, somebody tell Tasha, please.
She
Jesus.
said,
Please, Jesus. My Lord. My Lord on today, as somebody else would say.
"Is y'all like that? The left one a little bit fatter than
Ooh.
the right one."
Let me tell y'all what I'm gonna do today. Cause
Uncle Jen, tell me.
I'm
Uncle Jen was
trying.
gonna tell me.
I think mine is the same, but I'm not
I
sure.
know you
They're
hoes
the
is playing
same.
in my face tonight. Stop it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I know y'all
Or maybe
playing.
that nigga been sucking on the left one a little bit. I don't know.
Tasha.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Y'all know Murdoch done came out with another one, y'all.
Who?
Murdoch Mystery. Murdoch. Hulu done came out with another one, child. That man look just like Murdoch.
What? Like he looks like Murdoch?
He look just like him. They got the actor they got playing him this time. The shit, he look like that man so much it's
Empress
scary.
told me to go to bed.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Girl, that movie,
Empress, is you live so I can go over there and fuck with Frankie?
Frankie blowing her nose. Jeez. Do y'all like the Murdoch Mystery?
I want this on the docket right now, Kiana, that
Yeah.
Frankie has never gave me a yeast infection from no. Okay. That was all I want to say.
Listen, girl, you know Frankie ain't finna be on nobody's docket. Bella would not have it. She's not having none of that. No, do y'all for real though? Do y'all did that story out of South Carolina, especially you, Tasha? That's where your family from. Does that story resonate with y'all? I don't know why I'm so addicted to that one. And everybody else
I'm in
gotta be because they keep
Chicago.
making movie after movie after movie about it.
You're talking about the Murdoch case, right?
Yeah, where the girl, the son wound up having a boat crash and it killed the
Yes. Do you know
person,
why
and then he
everybody's obsessed with that case? It's
wow.
because it is so privileged. It's the privilege of it
I
all.
think so too.
Yes, it
Them
is the
motherfuckers was
privilege
getting
of
to it, boy.
how
That
he's
man was giving them
doing
people money
anything
left
to
and right.
anybody.
Kiana, you have to remember, my grandma was born in 1925. And they family was dispersed. My grandfather said he was going out to get some child, not a pack of cigarettes, but a pack of milk. And my grandma and my great aunts and stuff was in the house for like 6 months by themselves. And then somebody called the people on them, and they came they got dispersed all over everywhere. Luckily, they was all in Illinois. They was all in Chicago, right? And then when my auntie got old enough, my great aunt, she got old enough, she went and got all her sisters.
That's sad. I hate that. I hate that for her. No, I was just saying because it's honest, but yeah, let me tell you, the Hulu, this newest Hulu version, that mug off the
What
chain.
is called?
Murder of a murder in the family. Baby, that thing.
Murder luck.
They allegedly he unalived his maid or housekeeper, whatever. They allegedly saying that his son unalived this gay student, and then they're saying the daddy unalived his wife and the son. So it was just back to back
Is
death.
it white sea people? Okay. Yeah, you know that's they jam.
Did anybody beat the granddaddy? What granddaddy? Oh, you talking about the one who was in the hospital? No, he was just old and mean and had done so much dirt in his life. That what happened.
I'm about to look it up now.
Yeah, the red hair family. I
Not the
love
red hair family.
baby. When I tell you who version was that? Was that Netflix version?
All of them have red
I had that shit on repeat. Yeah, they all got red hair. I had that shit on repeat. Tony said if I wake up one more time and hear about the goddamn murder, I missed you.
Oh,
Yeah, he took
it was
the insurance money from her. That man was taking so much money from people, man. It wasn't even fucking. Oh, you
Wait,
talking about?
Kiana, you said it's on Hulu?
Yep. It just came out on October 15th. It's I sent it to Danny. Cause me and Danny both intrigued by she's like, I forgot. Thank you for reminding
Kiana,
me.
you know what? You should stream it one night. You know how to do it?
Yeah, through the like we do what's called, right? Or you have to do it through
Sahara. They're talking about the case of the Murdoch family. The son, he had a
I'm
bowling.
sorry, y'all, it's called Death in the Family. My bad.
Tell what?
Or
Tell
unalivement.
I'm sorry. Death in
who he do.
Look, just like him, don't
Yeah, and the wife do
he?
too.
Y'all do.
Ew.
You didn't, Zahara, you didn't hear about that case? Let me tell you. Now, Tasha just got, and Tasha, we're not going back into a spirituality conversation. But I'm not
Okay.
going to lie.
Start on y'all ass.
I'm not going to lie. In my spirit, the little girl who got unalived on that boat, I felt like,
Ian, I know what you about to say. Yep.
I felt like her spirit or who her ancestor or whatever was like, nah, y'all gonna pay for this.
That ain't gonna happen. Yep. That's
Yeah,
exactly
boy,
how
but
I
they
felt.
usually got away with everything. And
Yep.
baby, I'm talking about they were getting away with everything. And she was so beautiful too, the little
And
girl.
they were getting away with everything their entire lives. Their entire lives, they were getting away with everything.
Yup. But for 100 years, is this girl over here washing her hands with vinegar and salt? Oh, no, you fucking lying. Tasha, what is you doing? But yeah, so Zahara. Okay, so you got this rich family, right? They live on what, 400 acres? They live on 400 acre land. The daddy is third generation law firm. So the biggest law firm in the town. They family run it. So and their family is also the prosecution and been the prosecutor, solicitor for almost 100 years in that town. So they've been doing some things, right? And they have a reputation that if you F with them, your ass coming up missing. And that was even before the So anywho, so the son, the spoiled son, who would get drunk, and they would call him Timmy when he would get drunk, because that was his bad name. He would get drunk, do too much. This particular night, he used his brother's ID, went and bought beer. They got the boat. They went out on the boat, right? He was drunk. His friends said they would like to drive. No, my boat. You broke motherfuckers. Y'all broke asses. Cussed his girlfriend outside. I make more money than your daddy. Your daddy, bro, he cussed his girlfriend out. Just cussed out. Well, of course, they hit something, and one of the girls flew out of the boat, and they found her like 5 days later. Pretty beautiful girl. Oh my gosh, she was so beautiful. And but when everybody went to the hospital, in come the daddy trying to get one of the other friends to take the fall for his son, because they had to do the toxicology test and all that. So he basically come like, I run this goddamn hospital, but it was some nurses and some people that was not like, we're not having that, right? And they didn't even call some of them kids' parents before he had now interrogating them. Their parents didn't even know they had already. They had home in the bed, and he had now trying to railroad the children. So anyway, 5 days later they find the little girl. 5 days later, they find the little girl. She is beautiful. Tasha's very beautiful. They find the little girl and everything, right? They wind up indicting the young man for it. Yeah, the little rich boy did get indicted for it. Well, the daddy is spiraling apart because at the law firm, it's coming out that he's been settling lawsuits, but not giving people the money
Yep. He
for
was
millions of dollars.
he was embezzling.
He was embezzling. And then so things kind of got tight for him, I guess. So his beloved maid housekeeper, she comes out the door one day and he tells everybody that the dog tripped her up, she fell and killed her. And he told her sons, all right, I'm going to sue my own insurance company for her death. And they was like, wow, okay. And they wound up getting $4.8 million. He ain't get a damn children, nothing. Okay. So then, there was, like I said, there was a guy who went to school, a young man in the community, LGBT community. He passes away in the middle of the road. But supposedly they're saying that he got hit by a car. They're saying that his car ran out of gas. He was going to get gas and got hit because he was walking in the middle of the road. Well, his family says that's what we've been doing for years. We ain't afraid of snakes and none of that stuff. We don't walk in the middle of the road. We walk in the woods when we are walking. That's what we did for leisure, walking in the road in the summertime, walking in the summertime in the woods. And where the fuck was the gas can? Because he ain't had no gas can in his hand. Right. So, but rumor had it, the older brother had been having relations with him. But they still ain't proved that to this day because the older brother is not arrested. But Daddy-O, back to the daddy, his happy ass is spiraling out of control because homeboy is doing perks like nobody's business. Okay. He on popping pills. He got a side chick, he got a dealer, you know what I'm saying? He got all of the things. Yes, Murdoch. And he spazzed out. I think his wife was getting ready to leave him or whatever. He spazzes out and he allegedly unalives his wife and the son who was already waiting trial for the death of the girl. Well, Buddy, I forgot he had himself shot. Remember that? Tasha, put that shit down. Put it down. You remember he had his cousin shoot him?
Oh, I forgot about that.
He had his cousin drive-by. He had his cousin do a drive-by. So he had his cousin do a drive-by on him. But let me tell you, you took the word right out my mouth. That's what saved everything. These young children who can't do nothing without them damn phones. Right before the son was unalive, because I told y'all they lived on 400 acres. So the dog pens was way away from the house. Way, like you had to drive to them, how far away they were from the house. Well, the son was at the dog pen Snapchatting his dog. And in the Snapchat, you can hear the daddy saying, come here, Bubba, like that. So when he called the police and told the police that he had just got home and that he found his wife and son unalive, they realized when they saw the Snapchat video, motherfucker, you a lie. Because your son was just Snapchatting his dog and you was heard saying, come here, Bubba. So that's what broke. Snapchat is basically what got him in jail today. And then once they started like unraveling everything, they realized that, he had embezzled so much money that it wasn't even funny. So like I look at every variation of this damn show that
And he was the F up of the attorneys in the family, remember? The other attorneys were just, regular whatever they had winning streak. He was the F up of like he went into it because it was the family thing to do, but he
right.
wasn't good.
He wasn't. He actually wasn't a good attorney. His brother would show him up in the family meetings when they would have the meetings at the law firm. His brother would always show him up, and it would piss him off. Daphne, you said it's on Netflix. No, the newest version is on Hulu. It came out on the 15th, so it came out 3 days ago. And the new guy looked uncanny like the real McCoy. So this one, I was watching it today. What you said, Tasha?
Hold on a minute.
It's a new version on Hulu.
Why has the time I came off? I was trying to show you the King of Swords because there was the card in Fulfield. Look it up.
You can't pull nothing for me, girl.
I did.
I told you. You can't pull no cards for me. You be girl, you gotta stop that, Tasha. You be all out of order, baby.
It was good. It's good.
King of Ten of Swords. I don't know.
King of Swords upright. Google it.
I hear you. I'm talking to you, Auntie. What you say, Zahara?
Okay, I'm a drop because I got some stuff to do.
All right, well, good night, Tasha.
Take care, Matt. Tasha, be good.
Be good, Tasha.
What's being good? What's y'all definition?
Being quiet. That's how. Damn it.
You ought to be good, girl.
Come next time I see you, Tasha. You better been good. Yes.
I don't even be stuttering. I think it be my.
You don't be stuttering. You just be nervous.
No, I think it's my connection because I really don't have a stutter.
No, Tasha. No, it's like what you said earlier. She's careful with her. She's careful with what she's saying. Yeah.
All right, love y'all. Y'all be good.
Love
okay?
you too, baby girl.
Tasha.
Be good, Tasha Washington. But do y'all feel sorry for the one that got killed unalive? Do y'all feel sorry for him?
He was a spoiled ass little brat who would have gone on to be just like his daddy. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I do feel sorry for him because he didn't deserve that.
I feel sorry for him because the last thing that he saw was his own father taking him out. That's bad. That's real bad. For that to be his last image. And then I really, really, really feel bad for the wife because if her son was done first, because actually they showed where she tried to crawl. So she knew that he, who was hitting her with them bullets. So it's messed up. It's really messed up. Yeah, I hated that part. Like I always try to skip past that.
You gotta be about a cold. I mean, how cold do you have to be?
To hit your 17-year-old son?
I can't believe that. I mean, God dang, you gotta be cold.
Man, that was some cold-blooded shit. And I'm like, was he gonna use them for insurance? Like, what was the play? I haven't figured that out. And I'm usually good at stuff. I haven't figured out what the play is on that one. Like, was that his next insurance thing? Was he afraid that Buster, not Buster, because the other one named Buster. What's the one that got unalive? Was he afraid that he was gonna embarrass the family? What was the play for him to do that? To take them out?
It was probably all of those things. And I don't think the Buster one is all there either.
You know, he had got in law school, and I wondered, is he still pursuing law school?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He's surely not. They need some things, some legacies need to die. I'm sorry.
Oh, you know, they took down all their pictures at the courthouse. You didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't know that.
I heard that on like 48 Hours Investigates or whatever. They said that they took all the pictures of
The whole family?
the grandfather, grandfather, great grandfather, all their pictures came out of that courthouse. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They were some big fish in a small pond and they were just operating with total immunity. You know what they were doing.
But they said they would have they said the Alec daddy, I think his name Buster too. They said you didn't fuck with him, he would make sure you came up missing.
I believe it.
Yeah, they said that movie went, but they said that's the one that spoiled the grandson and used to get him out of all the shit that he would do. They said the granddaddy actually spoiled him, not the daddy. Oh, okay, so they did it. They removed them during the trial.
And keep in mind that the daddy himself was spoiled.
Hmm. Yeah, his name was Buster. The grandfather named Buster. They said they removed it during the trial. They
And
didn't influence the jury.
Kiana, aren't they related to the Kennedys or something like that?
I don't think so. I don't think they. I think they just caught good by getting, you know what I'm saying, by getting a law degree in a small town. I don't think they had no like lineage like that. I
I
don't think
thought
they did.
they were connected to somebody.
Let me see. You know, like I said, every damn thing that ever came out about this story, I watch it and save it. So I don't. Uh, let's see. They said that the Murdoch family is connected to the Kennedy family because Maggie, which is the wife, Murdoch's maiden name was Kennedy Branstetter, and her parents were Terry and Kennedy Branstetter. Do you think that's the same Kennedy?
I don't know. That don't sound very clear. I knew there was something about some famous family.
Mm,
Just privileged.
yeah, I can't. Yeah, everything about that case just had me in a damn tipsy, in a tailwind, child. I watch every version of that movie. You know, Lifetime had one, Netflix, now Hulu, and then I watched every like 48 hours.
Yeah, I watched it on Netflix and on in 48 hours and stuff. And then I just went into a tailspin about it and started researching it and stuff.
mm,
Just what you mean? Hell no, Kennedy is Kennedy. What that mean? That's what the fairy thug mother said.
Nyla, Nyla.
What y'all been talking about, Kiana? What did I miss?
Um, okay, you came in on Tasha Spiritual Talk. We talked about Cam came up. You miss Cam?
Yeah.
Yeah, she came up. Ashby they were talking about the MS and lupus, and we talked about children type of thing.
Mm. Does somebody have MS or lupus?
Ashby, maybe.
Oh, okay. They're trying to figure out what type of autoimmune.
Yeah.
Okay, Fairy Thug Mother meant that Kennedy doesn't have a hyphenated name on the end. If somebody was related to the Kennedys and they wanted to keep that name, they would hyphenate it.
That part, trying to live off that
Just
man.
live off that man, live off that connection. Cause wasn't that girl the daughter? Didn't she hyphenate her name?
Which one?
Kennedy's daughter, didn't she hyphenate her name when she got married? And so did Jackie O.
Jackie Onassis. Yeah, Jackie
Yeah.
Onassis.
You tired? Is Risha up?
That's Tony coming down the stairs.
Tony's like he ready for you to go to bed.
Well, I didn't bother him. I let him sleep. I know if I had came upstairs, I'd have got on his nerves. I went to sleep because I'd have been giggling and snickling. He don't like that. I try to stay down here so he can get in some rest. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh, Tony.
Where you working at today? How long you gonna be out there? Oh, you pushing dirt.
That's a good man, Savannah.
Shut up, girl.
Uncle Tony, that's a good man, Savannah.
About like friend with attitude. That's a good. Oh, my friends came in here. Yeah, she did. I said, "Hey, stalker. Hey, stalker. Hey, stalker." She got the hell off. She thought
She didn't say nothing.
huh?
She didn't say nothing.
Yeah, she of course she went finna say that. She didn't realize she didn't think I was gonna catch that big ass girl. We felt your big ass thump in here. Yeah, wrong with you.
Knocking pictures off the wall, just shaking the table. Damn. And so she came in here, and what else happened?
But I think that was it. We talked about because I was on the sofa for a while. Oh shit. Oh, we talked about relationships. Me and Crystal was talking about. I told them how to meet. Look, Crystal, tell them how I told y'all how to meet a man. Tony, you remember when I had to show you how to eat with a fork?
Was he grabbing it the wrong way?
It was when you first came home. When we went to Houston that time. Hand me a
You
fork.
know, you know who was eating with a fork wrong? I saw one time, Bray King.
I thought I saw Bryson eat wrong one too.
Yep, you sure right.
I said, what the hell?
My son's a lefty, but he eats with it right. He eats, you know what I mean? He holds it right.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, Tommy. I taught them they eat with it like they hand like this.
Exactly. I don't know why you would grip that like that.
When they been to prison.
Oh,
What you said?
yeah, because that, I don't know why you would grab that like that. It's too small.
You know, wrapped your whole damn hand around the damn fork.
Right. You know what my brother does? He walks and eats, and he will get on my damn nerve when he come over here eating. And then he be eating the worst shit to walk and eat with, like chips and cookies, just be dropping crumbs everywhere. Damn.
What you said, Tom, that don't mean that. Listen, you didn't eat like that before you left. You don't think you did what? You did at first. You held your fork just like this when we first got together. Yes, the hell you did. Tony, kiss my ass. Now he want to ask you did it. How you hold it now? I hope I got a picture. I'm gonna look through my damn picture. I probably got a picture of you right there. Like,
Leave that man alone.
said what? Tell me he gonna win some money off me. No, you're not. I'm not gonna
Yes,
pay.
he
I
is.
never do.
You gonna pay an ass.
I ain't paying no I damn sure ain't paying no bill. I'm so glad. Look, man, I'm so glad to be able to go upstairs and get in my bed and do what
I
I
know
want
you
to do.
tired.
Because every time, no, I'm not even sleepy. I just want to be in my bed because with
Mhm.
Mr. Man, every move you make in the bed at night. Okay, ready? He gets so damn irritated with every little fucking move you make in the bed. It irks my soul. So that's why I said I'm gonna stay down here tonight. I ain't sleepy. So if I go upstairs and watch TV, he's gonna be, what you laughing about? What you? That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
they sensitive sleepers.
Yeah, he
I
can't.
used to when I was little, I would like to sleep with my mom, and then when you get sick, you know, you go get in the bed with your mom and stuff, right? And you could not move. You could not move. So right now to this day, I sleep still.
Sleep with old folks is misery, baby. They don't want your ass to move. You be in that
They don't
bed.
want you to move.
Mm-mm. Oh, I'm so glad I can go get in my fucking bed because he is in the shower.
Yep.
I'm gonna put Murdoch on, and hopefully it'll put me to sleep, but it probably won't. I probably won't go to sleep until about 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, because you're gonna be being too nosy.
Right. I thought they would have lit the streets up. It was boring last night.
I don't know. I had a good time in your life.
It was boy. I was like, damn, and when nobody really live like that last night. Nobody had big lives. Mitra was running 2 and change. Braid King was running 400. I was running anywhere between 1 and 150. Nobody really had no big lives. Your granny sleep straight up. Yeah, baby. So that's why I was like, where did everybody go on Friday? What
Well,
y'all think?
Breaking was out of town, so he probably wasn't.
No, he was live. He had like 4 and change in there. You know, Braid used to pull at least 1,000.
Yeah.
So I thought that was weird. So I was like, I wonder where the people was at. Where all the people.
Let me tell you something. Well, I know exactly what happened. What's her name did so much today with her ignorant ass bullshit that everybody got tired.
Well,
Yes, he did too much.
who good?
When
Yeah,
I
was
woke
good.
up,
Good crazy.
good crazy girl. When I woke up this morning and that's the first shit I saw, I said, I know you motherfucking lying to me. This cannot be real.
I
These
thought it was
ignorant
a
motherfuckers.
joke. And that motherfucker said my aunt is a TikTok judge. I know you. You went to sleep in here. We still at it. I can finally get in my bed though, Az. I ain't seen them all the way, but I heard they catch up in mustard. Boy, you know, when a nigga go to rubbing their feet together, baby, it's on like popcorn.
Yep, it's over.
It's a wrap. Yep. But yeah, I think you're right though. I think everybody was tired from waiting on Nitro.
Girl, they took us around the world and ay.
Oh, they took us down through there. That's where they took us waiting on their ass
They
yesterday.
sure did.
And then Nitra talking about she on a goddamn anniversary trip. Child. I found
Oh, I thought FWA was on the anniversary
that's
thing.
something I find it so funny that both of them was on. They got the same anniversary.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And just both of them loud and ignorant as hell.
They love to placate to the racists.
Yep. It's
Oh yeah,
weird.
Liz tried to get at him about 7 times, girl. Liz done hit the up, hit the down.
I saw the first time.
Liz, if you don't get your ass up out of here.
She kept trying to come up.
She kept trying to come up. That motherfucker persisted. She probably drank herself to sleep. The phone probably knocked out in her hand right now.
Ooh. She sleep holding the bottle. Girl.
And Good Yellow. Oh, you saw Good Yellow at the damn restaurant with folk children in the background.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He was at the restaurant showing folk damn children. Boy, if you don't get your goddamn on ass off live and get to work.
Girl, I sure hate they. Oh my God, I hate that he has a platform. He's so stupid. A fucking idiot. He think they're violating my constitutional right. How, man, a courthouse can kick anybody out, fool.
That is so dangerous.
Exactly. They did was stupid as hell. Hey, but it sure was entertaining. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, well, I'm promise you for the rest of my life. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, but I will remember Good Yellow telling them folk that his aunt is a motherfucker.
Embarrassing.
Oh my God, he got to take the information back to TikTok. But if you don't go, I know that officer won't say if you don't go to hell.
Right. Nigga. I know that court officer they said was black. I know he was like, oh, niggas.
But believe you me, they talking shit about that lady case. They talking shit about all this, all of this that's coming with it. Believe
Well, the thing about her is she's so nuts. How she gonna bring the case up here and then be mad that people are talking about it? How that makes sense?
Hey B. B.
What? We sleep.
I went to sleep on the phone. Yeah, she done brought the shit here.
Just ignorant. That's the first thing they tell you is shut the fuck up.
Shut it up. Shut it up.
Yes.
Yeah. Bella said she can't wait to court Sunday.
Bella need an emergency hearing on her.
What Lala being all day? Is she in hiding?
I think so. She did too much. She did way too much.
Did anybody find out did they vote who she was guilty or not on the bathrobe court?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch that. I saw a little bit of it in Susu live, but Susu got off. I think she was bored with it.
Yeah, it got weird. I was like, this is a waste of time. Oh, she was guilty? No wonder she done hid. So was Friends guilty too, or just Lala was guilty? We can watch the Murdoch show tonight. We can do a movie. Oh, so Friends got off and Lala was guilty? Lala, they played you, boo. Ooh,
Stupid.
ah. Look, ooh, ah, they got you.
Ooh, they got you, babe.
Hell no.
You know what tripped me out about it? And actually I wasn't surprised. Everything that you predicted that was gonna happen happened within a week or 2 weeks.
Y'all be saying I scare y'all over here because everything I said happened.
Yes. Yes.
That's what
Don't say nothing, shit. Unless it involves me winning the lotto, then just be quiet about it. Everything you said, Lala gonna turn. Then she ain't gonna shut up. She gonna tell everything about friend. She gonna call her. You said everything that she did.
Yep, I told you.
That
Everything.
shit's crazy.
Oh, we got one more left. Remember what I told you? She gonna do? Contact that DA.
She did.
I thought she said she contacted her lawyer, not the DA.
I think she did. That's why I said that. I think she did.
Does anybody, Krista? Did she contact the DA? Krista went to sleep finally.
I thought she did, Key.
I know you fucking wrong.
Let me tell you something, Key. I'll tell you like this. She contacted his lawyer or her lawyer, then she contacted that DA.
I can. She probably won't come out and say
She may
that.
not come out and say it, but she did.
Yeah,
I mean, because who contacts somebody's attorney?
what she said in the bathroom court is because it's her letter. She contacted the lawyer to say that she no longer feels that, I guess, no longer feels that way or whatever. And after new information, she said she wrote it before she knew about the daughter's video.
The daughter's video came out only like 2 days later.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, shit, you must have wrote that motherfucking letter that night when she came home talking about shrapnel.
Exactly. That don't make no sense.
But she said that she never gave the letter directly to Francis' lawyer. She gave it to Friends, and Francis gave it to her lawyer. But Friends says her lawyer never had the letter.
Oh my God. So friends never sent it in.
That's what Friends said. But Lala said that she talked to him and he said he had it right there with him. Somebody lied.
Well, they both liars, so.
But I'll tell you this much. That man probably said, I ain't seen this many motherfucking people call me from no damn TikTok in all my days.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Call somebody, you gonna take your letter back. Girl.
That is so stupid.
That was weird.
Well, Kiana, go to bed.
Alright, girl. I'm gonna try. I'll probably scream. Who else live? I'm finna go in somebody live.
Let me see. Virgo's lives. Blackberry's live. Yeah.
I could have been off this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute. Bye.
Okay, bye.